Yo, welcome to another episode of the CheckDown. I'm one of your hosts, Smitty. I'm here with the crew. What's good, JMIK?
Oh, not much, man. We checked along in September, man. I mean, football's in full swing right now.
What's good, certified?
Hey man, you know what it is. Just
And to the
happy to be
first
back with
lady
my
of the
folk.
Yeah, man, we back, man. We missed a week, but we back, man. We back. I hope everybody caught the space. And to the first lady of the pod, man, what's good, Pop?
I'm good, chilling. Glad to be back with the people.
Yeah, man. So we had a big fight this weekend, man. Canelo, Crawford. Uh, I want to get a little penny off that fight too. You know what I mean? It
Oh
felt good.
yeah, let me hold
Yeah, you
five
know.
dollars.
I had to. I had to. Everybody was telling me I had made a crazy bet going with Crawford, but you know what I mean. I thought Crawford could do it. You know what I mean? I'm a big Crawford fan, so uh, we was talking about it backstage. So, Pop, go ahead. How you feel about that fight? How did you like it?
I thought it was I thought it was a really good fight. I thought the first 4 or 5 rounds, both guys was finding their reads, having some success. But I think the best part of the fight came through rounds 8 to 12. I think they both understood their reads and started getting going, especially Crawford. He really started putting in a lot more work and getting busy and hitting Canelo with shots. I don't think he was expecting at times. And I think round 10 and 12 was Crawford's best round of the entire fight, in my opinion, and kind of sealed the deal for him to get the dub.
He seemed really motivated too, bro. Like it seemed like he heard all the banter. He was just like, I gotta prove that, cause like it seemed like he started cranking up with the power, like in those later rounds, like just to like kind of lock it in. I was shocked. I was like, oh man, it seemed like he turning up later in the round. So I like that he focused on some conditioning while gaining that weight. Cause that was the one thing people kept saying, like, oh, he gonna gain the weight later in the rounds. He gonna be tired. He gonna be limping through the match. And I'm like, but you can work on being conditioned through the fight and gain the weight, like, if you do it right. He did it right.
Yeah, but a lot
He
of
was
people that I talked to was saying that the way he fought at, that's the weight that he walks around at. So if that's the case, then it's
Oh,
really going to be
that's an easy fight then. If you all you gotta do is just
yeah.
get in shape.
Yeah, but I also think like Bud always is kind of motivated because people always be doubt like going to every fight. They always be doubting that he can't beat the person he's going against. And I mean, especially with this one with like Canelo, like a lot of people weren't giving him a chance. And so I mean, like he a dude that was just like motivated, and it showed because I mean, normally like he'll like come out slow, the first couple rounds, like try to read the other fighter. He ain't do that in this fight. Like he came out in the first round pretty aggressive. So I mean, once I
And,
seen that, I'm like, yeah, like like he probably about to win this fight.
and Jamie, as the fight went on, he got more aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I mean, like maybe it's a combination. He wanted to be aggressive, and maybe it's a combination that like Canelo's power just it wasn't hurting him like that. So
Yeah, you could be right about that now.
Well, I'll say Canelo had some good shots where he kind of stung Crawford, and you saw it. Um, but what they call it in boxing? That sweet science. That's what Crawford was doing, bro. And like Canelo just could not figure it out. He couldn't.
yeah, man. I mean, I wanted Bud to win anyway, so I mean, like it didn't really bother me.
Hey, me too. I was going Crawford all the way, bro. Like,
I mean, because I also knew that if that fight went 12, that like Bud was gonna win that fight. Like I felt like for Canelo to win that fight, he was gonna have to knock him out, and I just wasn't too confident in that. So
I just felt like That might have been. I know he beat the shit out of Earl Spence, but I feel like that might have been the best boxing performance I seen him do. Like he completely nullified everything that Canelo tried to get off. Like he'll get in and get out. He the footwork was better, the hand speed was better, the head movement was better. He stayed off that center line. Even when there was an exchange, I feel like he got the best of him in the exchange. Like he never let Canelo get comfortable. He never let Canelo get off first. And when I was watching the fight, when I got up till like round five, I was like I was feeling some type of way because I was like, man, I don't think that Canelo won a fight. So in my head, I was thinking that I was being biased. But then Thursday, I watched Tony Atlas podcast, and he did his review of the fight, and he flat out said, "You can't sit here and tell me that Canelo definitely won any of those rounds." And I was like, "Okay, well, that's how I felt. I just didn't want to say it because I'm like, I don't want to come off like a Bud super fan or no shit like that. But I can't. I gave him 5, 8, and 10. I gave Canelo 5 rounds, but I wouldn't say that he definitely won those rounds.
I mean, to me,
Yeah, that was the thing, sir. Like, like us as fans, we were watching it and scoring the rounds, and there was some rounds they was giving Canelo. I'm like, I don't see what y'all saw in that round. I don't, I don't see Canelo winning this round because I just thought Bud put in the more work. Um, and it may not have been impactful with some of the shots because I do understand like they're talking about how Canelo had this hard hit, but I'm like Crawford put in the better work this round, so I just don't see it. But I can understand why a person will say, okay, yeah, Canelo might have won this eighth round or ninth round.
I mean, to me, like I had Canelo no doubt winning 3 rounds. Like, but after that, I mean, I couldn't give him no more than three to me. So that's just how I saw it.
See, the telltale for me was I didn't out of everybody that I spoke to about the fight, not one person, not that they had the same rounds as me, but even the people that I talked to, they didn't have the same rounds. So for me, I felt like for most part we were trying to find rounds to give Canelo because I haven't heard one person or two people say that he won the same rounds.
Yeah, because the rounds that he won weren't like a no doubter. He won them
Yeah,
rounds.
it wasn't dominant. Yeah,
Yeah, the rounds was close, and the rounds I gave him, like the three I gave him, was I just felt like he did more than I mean, but in them 3 rounds. But it's like, I mean, like it's not like it was just like clear cut, like 100% he won that round though.
yeah. I feel like most of the rounds I gave Canelo was mostly off of activity because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I can count on maybe two hands how many clean punches he landed. He was hitting a lot of gloves, a lot of shoulders, a lot of elbows. You know, I, he got dominated
Yeah,
in the boxing aspect, in my opinion.
I mean, I agree with you. I think Bud dominated him in that fight. Like, I don't even think. I mean, once I got into the later rounds, the 10, 11, 12 round, I was like, at this point, unless he knock him out, this is over. Like, because I mean, like, Bud wasn't going to lose that fight.
Yeah.
I mean, to the scorecards.
That
So,
15-13 was crazy though.
yeah, I mean, I didn't. I was like, I don't know how, but that be my problem with boxing, man. I used to be a big boxing guy when I was growing up, and I was a lot younger, and then as I got older, man, I just can't deal with the boxing judges because half the time I don't agree with what they see.
Yeah, that 15-13 was crazy. I don't know what the fuck they was looking at.
I mean, there's no way that fight was 115, 113. There's no way. But I mean, but that, like I said, that's the problem with, like,
He
that's why
was
a lot of
paid.
people don't watch boxing no more. Is because of the
He was
judges.
paid. He was paid. He was a Canelo fan. No, it's no way he watched that fight and said 115, 113.
Yeah,
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't just one judge though. It was two judges who had scorecards like that.
yeah, but that shit sound crazy to me. Like, I mean, things. I mean, like if you watch that, I mean, as like a non-biased boxing person, and you watch that, you watch that whole fight. There's no way that you telling me that I mean, fight was 115, 113.
Yeah, this shit was crazy. But oh well, we got a new unanimous champion, so it is what it is.
And the winner is a winner. So I mean, I guess it don't really matter. But
Yeah. When it's close like that, you just like, well, damn. Did you watch the same fight? Like,
yeah,
we all watched it live, but it is what it is. But we got to do a little recap, man. Something we really I usually don't do, but I got to point out a few stinkers here. Stinkers of the week. Coming in at number one for the Florida Gators,
Ooh.
DJ Lagway,
Mm-mm.
33 for 49, 287 yards, one touchdown, five interceptions. Very disappointing. Everybody told me he was supposed to be this Heisman Trophy candidate. He was gonna go in, he was gonna carry the Gators,
Hmm.
um,
Is that
and
what
they
they
were gonna have
said?
a good. Yeah, that's what they told me. Outside
Oh,
in their spaces, I listen. You know what I mean? They wouldn't allow me a mic because I'm a Florida State fan. It's all good.
oh.
They kept telling me, Mr. Two Wins, you can stay down there, whatever. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. They said they was gonna dominate LSU, and DJ Lagway was gonna be the reason they won. So, how do y'all think DJ Lagway performed against LSU?
oh, I mean, DJ Lagway is definitely the reason why one team won. That's for sure. I
Oh
just
yeah, yeah.
Florida. That's all.
Oh yeah, he did. Why what team won for sure?
I mean, I'll just say this, man. I've watched football for a good amount of years. I don't think I've ever watched a quarterback throw five picks and like none of them weren't tipped. None of them, like they were literally almost all of them was his fault. Like it's not like I could say, oh, well, there was pressure in his face, or he's about to get or hit or sacked, or the ball was tipped at the line. Like I can't say none of that stuff. Like them picks was bad, and I mean credit to LSU for having a good defense and a good secondary. I mean good linebackers, but DJ was some dog shit in that game. And I mean, but I'd be telling people this like because I mean last year he only played a couple of games and like I mean the fan base got high as hell on him, and he didn't play the whole like spring, like he didn't do any practicing. And so I'm not trying to give him no bail, but it's just like, man, like you's a young quarterback. I mean, like you got to see the field better than that, bro. Like I mean, like people are seriously doubting is he even good? Like that's what I mean. Like that's what I heard this week.
Facts. Oh, y'all ready? Y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah, I was like, I ain't even watched the game, so
Coming in at the next spot, Arch Manning, 11 for 25, 114 yards, one touchdown, one interception against UTEP. They told me this was a bounce back game. They told me this was a stat padding game where we would see what Arch Manning really was made of after playing, top talent in the first weeks. Don't seem like he waking up though.
mm.
Don't seem like he
Yeah,
waking up.
yeah. I think the problem for Arch going forward is he just got done playing three easy games. Those are the easiest games that they gonna play the whole year. The rest of them games ain't easy. So I mean, a good luck to you. But
Yeah, that schedule look a little. Well, he might get he get a free week next week maybe maybe depending
mm,
on DJ Lagway. DJ Lagway might save him.
yeah, but the Florida defense is still good.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, to be fair, in that Florida LSU game, um, that defense for the Gators is nice. It's really nice. Um, but I could also say that the LSU offense hasn't been performing well this entire season, and the defense has been carrying, which reminds me of my Les Mile coaching years. But we don't have to go there. But that Gators defense is really good. DJ himself has to improve because I do feel like they got the weapons on offense. I think they got a quality running back. I like the wide receiver core they have. I like the tight end they have. DJ has to be better because I think this defense is good enough that they can create the pressure, create the turnovers, and all the offense has to do is not turn the ball over five fucking times in a game. That's
Yeah.
all you have to do.
I just As far as Arts, man, I didn't know much about the dude except for his name. Um, I come to find out that the school district that he went to was kind of like I guess if we're gonna put it in collegiate terms, like a Division II type school district. So he didn't go against the best talent. And so far, from what I've seen, is he performs against mid talents or mid programs. But when he faces, the premier Power Five
But
programs,
sir, last week they played UTEP.
You said not even.
They played
You said not
UTEP,
even like.
bro.
Yeah.
I
UTEP
ain't.
is you,
I said all that to say, man, I ain't seen it, dog.
bro.
All
Listen,
this hype,
that's what they told me last week, sir. They said, "Oh, he gonna perform against the UTEP. Just wait, he gonna come out and show you what he didn't do shit."
like
But even
like
if you would have.
they gonna have to pipe down on all this tank for art shit, dog, because he,
Well, I
he
mean,
ain't it.
he definitely not coming out. Like everybody been saying.
He better not come out.
I mean, he's definitely not coming out this year. But it's just like I was saying in the summertime, man. I was like in some space. I was like, man, y'all got to slow down on this hype, man. He ain't really played nobody. Like from a collegiate perspective, and I mean, the Texas fans was hyping him up. I was like, y'all got to relax. Like, I mean,
So
this ain't, I mean, this ain't the old Pac-12, bro. This is the SEC. Like, I mean, like, this is a certain conference where the defenses are good. There's pro level athletes that are going to be pros and playing on Sunday next year in this conference. And I mean, I mean, like what I seen that Ohio State game, I get it was Ohio State, but I mean, they didn't really have nothing to do with just, I mean, like his errant throws. And I was just like, that's just not going to cut it. And so, I mean, maybe he just needs another year. He needs to play this year, needs to play next year so he can develop. But I don't think he's about to be this all-world prospect that's about to be like next to his uncles like Peyton and Eli. I don't know. I just don't see it.
Yeah, this, like I said, I haven't seen a lot, but what I've seen, I don't think this for him. I don't think another year changes this shit. I just don't think he's good. I'm gonna just say that. I don't think he's Division I talent.
I mean, right now you're right. He's not good right now. I
I
mean,
mean, because what year is this?
I mean, this is his first year starting though. Like he was on the team last year, but he was backing up Quinn Ewers though.
Yeah, so he's been there for a little minute, but this is his first
Like
him being the
action.
true starter of the team, like him getting all the reps with the starters and stuff like that. That's this
But it is kind of
season.
concerning though because you've been with Sarkeesian the whole
Hmm.
time, and so you
Right.
should be better than this because you was in the system all last year. You should at least be able to hit the layups. Right now, he can't even hit the layups. Which
that
I
boy
mean, like,
can hit the side of a barn with a boulder, boy. That boy I don't know what's
I
wrong with
can't
that
wait to
little
play him
boy.
in what we play him in November. So and I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that might be sweet pickings.
Yeah, I think they play. Was it Texas or Oklahoma coming up? So I'm
They
interested.
play
Florida.
OU in like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, they play Florida, then they play OU. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean the
yeah.
problem with OU is actually good this year. That's the other,
Hmm.
like
Yep.
what I mean, like offensively and defensively. OU, I hate to say about my own conference, but OU could possibly win the conference. Like they're good enough on both sides of the ball to win the conference. Now, will they? That's another story.
They got a crazy little I mean, they got a crazy little team right now. They've been kind of surprising the metric from last year because last year they were so disappointing. People was like,
They
it ain't
but they
no
got
way
a
they gonna beat
quarterback
this.
now,
Yeah.
and that's all they needed because that defense has always been good. They
Yeah.
just didn't have a quarterback, and now you have a quarterback
I mean that, and then last year, like
with
they
that
had,
offense.
yeah. I mean, like last year, part of the reason why the offense wasn't that good was because I think what like five of these
What is his name? John Maytier? Something like that?
well, yeah, I mean, he transferred into he transferred in. I think it was at like I think it was at Washington State last year. He transferred to OU. But I mean, like OU, their offense situation last year was like 5 or 6 of their wide receivers were hurt, so that was a big reason why their offense just wasn't good last year.
Yeah. The dude they got, but he been slinging that rock though.
Yeah, I mean, he was good against Michigan. Now I'll say that.
They really ain't played nobody outside of Michigan though.
No, I think their conference plays. It either starts this week or next week. So
They play Auburn today.
Uh, yeah,
That's
and we're gonna talk about that.
yeah, was one of the games we got to get into. Next on this list, I'm gonna just do three, and then we gonna add two NFLs to this. Um, yeah, we got to, bro. Coming in as the last spot for the college football, the Clemson Tiger team as a whole, very disappointing. Very. You
Ooh.
struggle with Troy. You struggle with Troy. You barely beat Troy, and then you let Georgia Tech come in there and upset you like that.
Yeah, but Georgia Tech just didn't come up and upset them. They beat they
Yeah, they
behind.
beat that ass, dog.
I mean,
They
the,
beat
the, the
their ass.
the score ain't show it, but if you watch that game,
Oh yeah, they
that
dominated.
game was never, and to me, it was never that much in doubt to me personally.
And that Troy game, bro, they got out of skin of their teeth because Troy just couldn't put it together at the end.
Yeah, that's
See,
true.
now for me, Mick, I was thinking, I was like, Dabo, it's he still got some veterans on that team. They gonna pull it out at the end, and Georgia Tech was like, nah, you got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, I
You gotta
mean,
be
like,
quicker than that.
yeah, but the problem with Georgia Tech is like, I mean, because we play them every year. Like, you got to be able to stop the run. If you can't stop, not just the running back running, but the quarterback too. If you can't
Yeah,
stop that, I mean, they're gonna
that
hit you.
triple action shit, dog.
Yeah, I mean, like they're gonna hit you with that all game long, and I mean, like they're gonna soften you up, and by the time you reach the
Man,
fourth quarter, you ain't gonna be no good.
I
Not,
said triple action. I meant triple option. My bad. That shit. I hate as a Florida State fan. I hate playing them motherfuckers. That triple option is not easy to stop, yo. It's not.
they actually changed their offense. Actually, they don't actually run the
Yeah,
triple option no
Oh,
more.
they don't run it no more.
Nah, I mean,
not
it's
as
Oh
not
shit.
not like that.
yeah, I mean, it's a more like a read like a read option offense now.
Yeah,
But I mean, like the quarterback, I mean, he can throw it a little bit, but he's not. I wouldn't call him I mean, somewhat of a proficient passer. I wouldn't say that, but I mean, he can throw it a
Nah,
little bit.
but I will say he's gotten better with his passing so far. That I've seen him
it's
this
still
year.
Haynes King.
Yeah, still
Yeah,
Haynes
yeah,
King.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Okay,
he's
Uh-huh.
gotten better with his passes, but he's still like to JMIK saying he's not this like elite level thrower. He's really that running quarterback who will use his legs to move the chains and buy time and stuff like that to make the plays. But yeah, I'll say just the last 2 minutes of that game, I thought, okay, Clemson can, probably come back, but man, Georgia Tech did what they needed to
oh,
do.
Haynes King did them
Ooh,
like this.
yeah, man.
Yeah, he
Hayes
did,
King
yeah.
went
He
crazy,
went for
bro.
like 300 total.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of had a crazy game. He did. And I mean,
Sir,
he's got the capability of doing that. That's the thing. But it's like I said, like you got to be able to slow down or shut down their run. Like you cannot let them run like they were running against Clemson all game because like I said, if they've been running like that the whole game, they get into that fourth quarter, they're gonna keep running it and like they're gonna wear you down.
Yeah.
man,
And it's just like
they
they're
got
just making
beat by
you feel
one man, bro. They got man Thomas Castellanos might go in there and upset that shit.
I mean,
I ain't mad at that.
yeah, I mean, Georgia Tech. I think they're a beatable team,
He
but
went for 200 passing and 100 rushing. He
yeah,
cooked them.
yeah. I mean,
The next closest rusher was 26 yards.
he was really good in that game. He was
Yeah, he
really
balled.
good.
He cooked them up.
Yeah.
He cooked them up. All right, all right. I ain't even realize the stats. I seen the game, but I ain't realize he had did it like that. I ain't look back at the stats.
Yeah,
Golly.
I mean, he kind of did them dirty, kind of.
All right, so first game of the week, we was just talking about it. Number 22 Auburn versus number 11 Oklahoma. Oklahoma favored by 6.5. Over under 46.5. Hmm,
I
that's an
mean, I can go
interesting
first.
game. That's an
Um,
interesting game.
I'm never gonna ride with Auburn personally because they're one of my rivals. I ain't never gonna ride with them, and it helps that I mean, like
They've
OU is
been cooking though.
say what?
I said they've been cooking though.
I mean, they've been cooking running the ball like their quarterback can't throw.
No,
Um,
he can't.
nah, he can't throw. But I actually like the line. Like I actually like Oklahoma by a touchdown in this game. I think they're gonna win by that. I think they can win by more because I think the OU defense, what they're going to do to Jackson Arnold is they're gonna turn him into a passer.
That's
I mean,
still their
like,
quarterback.
yeah, I mean Jackson Arnold is their quarterback.
Golly.
I mean, like the dude
Sweet
that was at
cheeks.
OU last year. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a revenge game for him because he's
I thought they
going
was
back.
gonna let. I thought they was gonna let that boy Deuce start.
Nah, the kid behind him is gonna play next year. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, like that OU environment gonna be crazy. I mean, Jackson Arnold's going back to where he played, but I just like OU's defense. Like I think they're gonna make him throw the ball, and that's just not something he's good at. And so that's just the way I see it.
Yeah, I kind of concur with JMIK. Jackson Arnold is not it. Um, and I've liked how this Oklahoma team as a whole has been playing this year. So I'm gonna take. I would take that. You said it was like -6. I would
So, yeah,
take that.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah,
pretty much a touchdown. Yeah.
I would take that because I feel that's how the score would be. It'll be like a touchdown, maybe 10 points, something like that.
Well, if y'all think I'm betting against the hottest team in college football right now, you got me fucked up. I'm going with Oklahoma. Give me Oklahoma -6.5. Give me Mateer for his passing yards today. Um, that boy, what's the running that? Nah, I don't know which running back to go with because both of them boys be scoring a little bit. I think Blaylock ain't it his name?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a starting running back for OU.
Yeah, give me Blaylock for a rushing touchdown and give me that shit, what's his name? What's his name? Let me look. Oh, give me Deion Burks. Deion Burks for his receiving yards today. Fuck Auburn.
I feel the same way, man.
Yeah, that's why I took a national championship from them bums. Fuck them niggas. All right, next on the slate, cause it's kind of is Florida versus number 4 Miami. Miami favored by 7.5. Dang, I want to over and under is 50.5.
Yeah,
I would love to see Miami lose today, but after watching DJ Ledway against the LSU team last week, with Miami playing the defense they playing at the moment, uh, yeah, Miami probably gonna go ahead and secure this one. Even though I don't never like rooting for them bums. Carson Beck been playing some good football with the talent around him, and the running game with what's that boy name? Mark Jr., the running back, Fletcher
uh,
Jr.
yeah. I think it's talking about Fletcher. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been pretty much cooking it up, man. And so give me CJ Daniels for anytime touchdown today, wide receiver for Miami. Carson Beck passing yards. No. Give
Yeah, I think
me
his
give
passing
me
was like 50 something. It's kind of
huh?
high.
Yeah, it's kind of high. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of high. Yeah.
Or give me Mark Fletcher Jr. for anytime touchdown. Um, yeah, that's it. That's it for the day. And give me Miami money line. I don't know about the spread because Florida do got a pretty good defense. They might be able to cover the spread, but give me Miami money line. Even
Yeah,
though I
I mean,
want to see them bums get upset. If they get upset, y'all gonna see me scream. All right, cool.
I think it's a very good possibility that Florida could win this game. Um, I'm not going to take them on the money line though. I ain't doing that the way DJ played last week, and I assume DJ going to play a lot better this week. But I will take Florida plus a 7.5 though. Like I think this is like anywhere between a 3 to 7 point game. I think, and I think Florida. I mean, this is essentially their season. Like if you want me to just be honest, like their season can still be salvaged, but they have to win this game. If they don't win this game, they're 1-3, and then I think they play Texas next week. So their season could kind of spiral out of control if they don't win this game or they don't even keep it close. And so I just think they do that. And the other thing you got to consider is Carson Beck has played, against Florida 2 times. Like because when he was with Georgia, we play him every year, and it's a neutral site. So the Florida defense is very familiar with Carson Beck, very familiar. So for my betting folk, I would just keep that in mind. Like, that like this is not like a new team that either Carson Beck is playing or Florida's, playing Carson Beck. Outside of Carson Beck, obviously like the skill position guys are gonna be, new to Florida, but Florida got a lot of talent. So the Florida defense is gonna show up, but to me, it's whether it's on DJ Lagway to show up or not. So, but like I said, like give me Florida plus a 7.5.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of leaning towards Florida to win this game. I do expect DJ to bounce back from that horrible showing he had last week. And I'm not the 50 points over under. I think it's gonna be a lower scoring game. So I would take a alt line. If I'm doing the total points, I would just take a alt line because I just think for both teams to score what like or close to like 28 points. I just don't see that of it because I do think that Florida and Miami have two really good defenses. Um, but I am gonna go with Florida to the point that JMIK says like Carson Beck is not a new face. I think they'll know how to play them. I think that defense will create havoc on Carson Beck, and I expect you know DJ to play a little bit better. I expect Florida to be able to run the ball, use the skill positions that they have on offense that I think are really good. I think they'll win. I think it will probably be a 3 to 7 point win, but I'll take Florida.
All right. Jamie, did you want to cover any more? Anybody want to cover any more college, or we gonna get to this NFL?
No,
No, I think that was it, man. I mean, it's not. I
All
mean,
righty then. So my
yeah, I
list
mean,
starts again.
but I mean, what I will say about college is next week's a big week for college football. That's the one thing I'll say.
Yeah, it is. It is. So there was a guy. Everybody gave me the spiel after week one that he was gonna be on a tear. We're gonna send prayers out to him for his injury. But before he got injured in that game, 11 for 21, 158 yards, two interceptions, sacked six times with a QBR of 6.3. Mr. JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to figure out who you was talking about, but damn, that's bad shit.
Mm-mm-mm. Nah, man. I mean, after week one, everybody was like, "Yeah, y'all was sleep on JJ. He showed up. He showed out. He finna show y'all rookie of the year stats." Then he followed it up with a stinker against a team that people want to say is a bye week.
Yeah, but he wasn't even good. Like this the narrative that get me with people. He wasn't even good his first game. He was good in the fourth quarter. That's it. And the same team that he struggled with, the I mean, like literally the Lions put 50 on their head the very next week. So it's like, I mean, he's played two games of football almost, and he's only had one good quarter. Just let me put that into, I mean, like some sort of, I mean, like narrative or whatever. Like to me, he ain't played well. I mean, he played one quarter well, and I mean, like that's it for me. So
Yeah, it's the truth. How y'all feel
Yeah.
about JJ McCarthy?
Um, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he kind of got a little bail 2 weeks ago when he went up against Chicago, a young team with a first time head coach. They pretty much pissed their pants, man. As far as like closing out that game, he's played what 8 quarters of football. 7 of them have been doo doo, and I don't see it. You know, I, 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 I'm not gonna say here and say that I was a JJ McCarthy fan, or I said that he was going to be good or nothing like that. But I did say that, with all of that fucking talent around him, man, they shouldn't ask him to do much, and it shouldn't be that hard for him. Well, they didn't ask him to do much, and it was hard for him. So I don't know where we go from here.
Mm.
I mean,
I'll say the biggest surprise out of that game for me was the Falcons had pass rush. That was the biggest surprise for me. I don't think I've seen that team have what 4 plus sacks in a game in quite some time. So
Uh, I mean, I expected them to hit on one of them pass rushers that they drafted. Not saying that they was going to be like rookie of the year candidates or whatever, but I expected one of them to at least be a contributor or possibly a starter. But I don't know, man. People was laughing at the Falcons. Uh,
it,
it's
it
starting.
wasn't even it wasn't even just them. Like them, both them rookies in the secondary had good games. I
Yeah,
think Watts and Bowman both had picks. I think, or they had pass breakups and stuff like that. So like those young guys on defense that they drafted had a good showing.
Yeah, a lot of folks was laughing at their draft selections outside of Watts, and I don't know, man. I don't know. The South might have a problem on their hands, but we'll see. It's early, man. It's just we're just going over week two. It's
Yeah, but I
early.
see
We'll
more
see.
from Michael Penix though. That's my like. I ain't really been impressed by
Yeah,
Penix so far. So,
yeah. He hasn't looked bad, but
but he ain't
I'm
look good
not I'm
either.
not I'm not necessarily saying that he looked like a starter either.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He ain't been bad, but he ain't been that. He's been average to me. Like,
Yeah,
and I just think out of that position, when you draft a guy in the top 10, you gonna need a little bit more than just average.
yeah, yeah. I'm not even
No,
sure he's a
Pop, you was
franchise
Pop,
quarterback.
you was right. They both had interceptions.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
so.
Yeah, Watts and Bowman both had interceptions.
Falcons actually got a defense
Ooh,
now. That's very interesting.
Mm.
Pop don't agree with that all the way now.
Hey man, listen. I'm happy they finally got something they've been searching for damn near a decade. Look at them.
Should we add Mr. Turn the Ball over to this list?
Ah,
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely could, man. Like, I mean, just an accumulate. I don't think I've ever seen a guy do the same thing in two back-to-back games. He literally did the same thing. Shit was crazy.
And if the fans don't know who we're talking about, Mr. Tua of the Dolphins.
mhm.
But he was in that game until he threw that interception.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't on him. It was a team effort, because that pass that personal foul on the punt, and then what was the other one? They did something else. It was an interception. It was something else. I forgot. They did something else.
I mean, didn't they have like a holding call on like a big, I don't say a big play, but it was like a first
Yeah,
down.
it was like a 3rd and 17, and they had to call that shit back.
Yeah, something like that.
Um, yeah, man, it was an all around effort for them to blow that game, man. Man, it was all good just a week ago. you know, well, outside leverage was talking a lot of shit, man. Now they kind of quiet down there, man.
No, it was all
You
good
know,
about 3 weeks ago.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
Then they
guess.
lost every one of those games.
I mean, did they go that 15-2? I guess. I'm just
Mm.
saying.
Oh, is that what they said?
Yeah, someone said 15-2. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what French
Oh,
said too. Go listen to
Frenchie. Oh no, not Mr. Cardigan himself.
But the one good thing I say about the Dolphins though is like they get to play the Jets on Monday Night Football, so they actually might get their first one. I think if they play like they did against the Bills, I think they could beat the Jets.
Yeah, somebody got to win.
Man, I mean
Maybe.
that's not a game I'm looking forward to watching. But thankfully, there's two games on that on Monday Night Football slate. So
Oh, we got another doubleheader. That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah, on week 4, yeah,
oh yeah, week 4. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's them and then the Bengals playing somebody. I forgot who the Bengals
The
playing.
Broncos.
That's
The
actually had the
Broncos.
that's actually had the potential to be a good game though.
It does.
Broncos ain't looking too hot either, man.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that. Ooh.
The defense getting pushed around a little bit
Yeah, that defense ain't been what I think people are anticipating, and offensively, Golden Nick has not been good.
because Hafunga is their leading tackler, and that ain't good.
Yeah, I mean I mean like you never want a safety to be your lead tackler. That's not a good sign, honestly. But hey, I mean, and I'm always gonna cry for the Broncos, so
Yeah,
I will.
and Bo Nix, he ain't looking too hot to start off the season either.
Mm, yeah, he's been bad. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, like people were expecting him to kind of be the same or even take a jump, and I think I said it. I was like, for the Broncos to actually take a step, they're gonna need him to take a step, and it looked like he took the step in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
I said I watched that Broncos Titans game in week 1, and I said if the Titans had a more confident offense, they could have beat the Broncos. And we saw what happened when the Broncos played the Colts.
motherfucking
Con-
Colts, man.
Mhm.
Got his fist grease right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. They got Daniel Jones looking like the pick he was meant to be, I guess.
Well, that and then I don't think it's. I think they're gonna continue the trend because they get to play the Titans this week, and the Titans got some injuries, so I don't see really much changing for the Colts, honestly.
What y'all think about Minnesota? Y'all think they got a better chance with Carson Wentz playing this week?
Yeah. Yes.
Really, because I don't like Carson Wentz either. To be
I'm
honest.
gonna be honest, because this Vikings and Bengals both they backup quarterback starting in this game. I don't know, man. I don't know about Carson. I know Jake Browning when he had to play significant amount of time with the Bengals, he did perform relatively well, just in regards to winning some games for them. But I'm just not sold on him.
Well, Pop, since you're already there, go ahead and take off.
Yeah,
Bengals versus
I'm just
Vikings.
yeah,
Vikings favor
I'm
by
just
two and
Yeah,
a
not
half.
sold. Like I think Jake Browning got the weapons. Like he got the weapons on offense. He can move the ball. I think when Joe did go out, it was the Jaguars game, if I recall correctly. He did perform well. He had a few interceptions, and that's what you don't get with Jake Browning. If you don't throw the ball to the other team, maybe one or two times in the game, it cannot defense prevent the other team from capitalizing on those turnovers. Um, Carson Wentz, man, the last time I seen him play a game, I think it was when he was with the Colts. I don't even recall, to be honest. So I don't know what we're gonna get out of Carson.
With the Commanders and that
yeah, he
Week
hasn't
Maybe.
18
played.
game last year with the Chiefs
Yeah,
against the Broncos.
I don't
Oh,
even
that
remember
looked like
that.
poo.
Yeah, I don't even. I remember that, Smith. That's crazy. I don't remember that, bro. And like, I don't know. I think both offenses have the weapons for these quarterbacks to perform. Will they? I don't know. I don't. And if I had to lean towards a team, I'm leaning a little bit towards the Vikings to win this game. I am because I like Flores as a defensive play caller. I like O'Connell as the offensive caller for the Vikings. So I'm leaning towards the Vikings to win this game. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I don't. If it is, I'll be pleasantly surprised. Um, but yeah, I'm going with the Vikings to get the dub this week.
yeah. This to me is a tough game, man, because it's like you're going into this game with like two rookie. I'm not rookies, but like two backups. I mean, Jake Brown and Carson Wentz. Like it's kind of what Pop said. Like Jake Brown, he gonna make some plays, but he gonna throw the ball to the other team too. And then when you couple that with a Brian Flores blitzing scheme, like Brian Flores is gonna try to put him in hell. And so I already know that Jake is gonna at least throw one interception in this, at least one. He might throw two or three. But then when I go to the other side, Carson Wentz, like I don't like Carson Wentz either, man. I don't think he really that great anymore either. The one thing you could count on Carson Wentz, if you got what's his name, Jettas in a fancy league, he gonna try to flood, Jettas with targets. So Jettas gonna get the
It's the
ball,
other. It's the tight end that's gonna get the targets.
well, I mean that too.
Man, sorry, motherfucker. Bro, Carson Wentz pisses me off every time I hear that nigga name, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, for me in this game, like I just think the Bengals got a little bit more firepower because I mean, like the Vikings got some injuries. Like they got injuries to I mean, Aaron Jones. I mean, he's out for this game. Van Ginkel, I think he's out, and then I got another linebacker that's out. I just think the Vikings got a lot more injuries than the Bengals. The Bengals got one major injury, and that's the quarterback. And I think they're one of their guys they drafted. I think Shamar. I think he's out for this game too. I think his injury is just minor though. I think he's going to miss 1 or 2 weeks. But surprisingly, the Bengals defense actually has played better this year than it did last year so far. So I got to point that out because we was all kind of railing on them for having a bad defense. But I mean, the defense has been all right. And I think if they can continue that trend against the Vikings, I think they should win. So I got the Bengals with the W. Somebody put me onto this in the space. Like I would definitely run a parlay with Chase and Jetta scoring because I mean they were both teammates in college. Like they both want to show out. So you might want to have them scoring touchdowns in this game.
If you got Trey Henderson or if you got Justin Jefferson in this game, you good. You definitely good on that. Luckily, Aaron Jones ain't got to be here because Carson Wentz out. But if you had Aaron Jones on your team at this point, I would have told you to bench him because he ain't gonna check
I
down for
think
shit to the
does that mean
Is it me or Smith Cook?
Yeah, it sounded like he was cooked. Yeah, and we'll give him a second. I'm trying to think of any other plays in that game that I like, besides the chasing Jettis anytime touchdown. Kind of like what Smitty said. Also, like Wentz is going to flood the tight end, which is T.J. Hawkinson too. So I mean, and you might want to take his receptions and yards as well too. So trying to think, is there anything else in that game that I like? I would stay away from the over the under. I just don't know how the offenses are going to look too. So
We'll look at
Am I
Chase.
back now? Am I
Yeah,
good?
you good.
All
We'll
right.
look
So
at
look,
Chase Brown's
go ahead.
receiving yards. But go ahead, Smith.
I was gonna say if you got Trey Henderson, if you got Justin Jefferson, you good. Any of their running backs, do not take them in the passing game. In this game, in the Minnesota side. Um, and I think JMIK said it. I was gonna say it, but I would take Chase and Jettas for the anytime. Cause they already been kind of talking a little junk to each other about grittying at each other houses and shit. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be a good one. I don't know, man. It's a tough game though, cause I don't trust Carson. I don't trust Jake Browning, but I gotta go with one, huh?
I gotta pick somebody.
Well, since the Bengals defense I still don't trust them. I guess I'll take Minnesota. I trust Brian Flores all the way. Did certified go while I was fried, died, and laid to the side?
Nah, I didn't.
Okay. Go ahead, sir. You talking on mute, good brother. With your headphone up or something?
Maybe you stepped away or something.
We'll circle back. Well, you up next then. Certified. I mean, Steelers versus Patriots. Patriots. I mean, Steelers favorite by 1.5. Over under 44.5.
So I mean, like before we started the show, I was saying this, like to me, like so for my team and their team defensively in the secondaries, both these secondaries ain't really stopping a lot at this point. So I think this game has a good chance for a lot of points to be scored. So the total is 44.5. I go over on the total. To me, the Steelers and the Patriots got similar issues on defense. The linebackers really don't cover that good on both teams. The one difference is the Patriots have gotten to the quarterback more than the Steelers. And also the Patriots offensive line has played a lot better than the Steelers offensive line. So I mean, when I couple all those things together, I'm like, Aaron Rodgers, he looked really good against the Jets, but then he turned around last week against the Seahawks and he just looked completely different. Like, it looked like night and day. So I don't know what Aaron Rodgers that you're going to get. I don't know if you're going to get the Aaron Rodgers from week one, where he was motivated because he played for the Jets, or you're going to get the Aaron Rodgers that played last week at home against the Seahawks and he stunk up the joint. I don't know which one you're going to get. Obviously, I'm a Patriot fan, so I'm taking Patriots money line. I mean, like we haven't done a whole bunch of winning at home in the last 2 or 3 years. I think that changes tomorrow. Drake May has had week one's kind of shaky, but then he bounced back week two and had a really good game. The offensive line has been really good for us so far. I think last year we were like 31st in the league, and I think if you look at the advanced metrics, like they're in the top 15 right now, so they're playing pretty well. And the one thing my defense does is stop the run, and the one thing the Steelers can't do right now is run the football. So to me, this game is going to rest on Aaron Rodgers, and whether he can get his guys the ball or not. And I just don't think his pass catches are just that great. Like like DK and like Freiermuth are guys that I'd be concerned about. And maybe like Jalen Warren in the passing game, but like Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin don't concern me too much. And like Gonzo was supposed to come back, probably going to be on a pitch count, so he's not going to play all the snaps, but he'll probably play maybe 20, 30 snaps. So I like my chances. Plays that I like in this game. Drake May has been running the ball a lot. So it's kind of like it's damn if you do, damn if you don't, because if you play man, then he's going to have the capability to run. If you play zone, then he's got guys that can find the holes in the zone. Saying that, I would take Drake May for 25 rushing yards. I think this is the game where Trey kind of scored the touchdown. So I would take Trey Hendrickson for a touchdown. I would also take Jalen Warren for a touchdown because he's their primary back. And is there any other plays that I like? Probably I'd take Keyshawn Butte for about 50 yards in this game too.
All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I thought Aaron Rodgers was gonna be on a little tear, but after watching him last week, Mr. Chuck it in the ground. I don't know, man. I think I like what the Patriots have added to their defense. They've been able to get at the quarterback. They've been able to give Drake May some good time in the pocket to deliver some passes. I was just looking at some stats and I realized that the leading receiver for the Steelers is Tyler Warren. I mean, Warren. No, it's looked like it's Warren, isn't it?
No, I mean it actually might be though.
Or was this just for last week? No, it say Warren is the leading receiver.
Yeah, that's not a good sign when you're your running back is your leading receiver.
So I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of yards. You know what I mean on the other end. I think it is gonna be possibly a high scoring game. But if you get the Aaron Rodgers you got last week, then the Steelers might have to rely on that defense. And I don't know. TJ Watt to me been solid the first few weeks. So with that offensive line playing like it was the last few weeks, they're not giving up a lot of pressure. They're not getting Drake May sacked a lot. I like this game to be very close and competitive. What I said the spread was?
It was 44.5.
Yeah, give me the over on the 44.5. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots. All right, the Patriots will win this one. Old ass Aaron Rodgers got to show me he ain't chucking it in the ground. I'm sorry. Every time I seen him play last week, he was throwing it in the dirt.
Yeah, like I was alarmed because I was watching the film last night because I didn't really want to watch the college football games last night. I was watching it. And I was just like, the thing is, he had open guys. He was just dirting everything. And I was just like, the hell is this?
I'm leaning towards the Patriots in this. I just think that they have the least amount of injuries when it comes to church play. They're relatively healthy on both lines and D lines, and I think that'll bode well for them in this game. I'm gonna be honest, this is such a pick'em game. It is hard to call it for real. I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers won it though, just because Patriots defense has been having some issues so far a year. And Gonzo not being 100%, I'm not really liking the secondary for him either. Outside of the plays that y'all gave, I don't really have anything else to add. I do like Drake May to have a pretty good game. This I'll take him for at least one passing.
Hey, JMIK, man, I heard you might get Nico, man.
Get who? Nah, we don't need that nigga. Get the hell out of here, man. I mean, shit. I mean, like, we got Gunner. I mean, I'm not sure if you see Gunner last week against Tennessee. Niggas got Gunner, and
even though that's a troll account. It's a troll account that posted it, but that shit was hilarious to see.
Yeah, I mean that don't even sound right because like we got the second coming in next year, the second rated quarterback in the class. So I don't I'm like we ain't got no need for that boy.
But that was hilarious to see that boy Nico. But that boy, man,
nigga is trash. Persona.
Nah, he picked UCLA and thought he had this. Boy realized he went to some cheeks.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Oh, certified. You there yet?
Nah, maybe he's on a call or something. Got a call or something like that.
Well, the next game on the slate. Eagles versus Rams. Eagles favored by 3.5. Over under 44.5. This is gonna be a really good game. My offense has been very lackadaisical though. So defensively, I think we're gonna be able to give Jared. I mean Matthew Stafford at least one read, which is probably Adoree Jackson. He probably gonna pick on him a lot, so you probably see a lot of yards. I don't think we'll give up a lot of points, but we probably gonna give up a lot of passing yards to that one side of the field. I would take Matthew Stafford for his passing yards in this game. Uh, I don't know. It's a pick 'em between the receivers because I don't know who they're gonna assign my starting cornerback to. I don't know who Q gonna follow this game, but I'm sure one of them is gonna have Q as the assignment for majority of the game. He's gonna be following them. So whoever that isn't, it's probably who I would take for the receiving yards because they're gonna be lined up with Adoree Jackson. He's gonna get abused. He's a domestic violence case on the football field. I'm just keeping it real, gang. I ain't lying to you. Right now, the Rams are struggling to run the ball, so it's probably gonna be a high passing day. So I think it's gonna be a really close game. Um, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm gonna take the Eagles obviously because I'm an Eagle fan. But I think it's gonna be really close. I think we win this one by 3. 14-17 Eagles.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is a lot like not. I mean the Saints ain't the teams ain't the same caliber as the Steelers in the Patriot game, but I feel as if like this game is similar where it's like it's hard to pick who's gonna win this game. Like it's I could see a world where the Eagles win. I could see if certain things happen. I can see the Rams winning. So for
You just gotta
me,
give it to you real though. It's gonna be
yeah,
one of those receivers gonna have about 100 and 110.
yeah. So I do think the over will hit. I'm kind of more certain on that than picking like against the spread, like or like on the spread or against the spread. Like I don't really know who's gonna win the game. Like I mean, like if I look at the Eagles and their performances, I think they tend to win these games. Like they haven't lost a game in what is it, like 18 weeks or something like that, 18 straight weeks of not losing or something like that. So it's like they know how to win the close games, and they've continued to do that even this season. They've won the close games. I mean, people might not be happy with their passing offense and how it looks, but at the end of the day, if I mean, we're early in the season. Like people called the month of September an extension to the preseason. So I mean, I guess they're just trying to figure things out, and they're still winning, which is the most important thing. So like I said, like I'll take the over.
Kevin Patullo close to being called a terrorist.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say the Eagles are going to win the game. Like I just think the Eagles are they're at home. Philly's a tough place to play, and I just think that they should be able to pull this game out. But I'm not betting on the money line of the spread or nothing like that. Plays I like. I feel like when you're talking about the Rams, I feel like you got to take a Kyron Williams touchdown. Like I like he scored. I think there's a stat I seen or I was watching TV last night. I seen a stat where, I mean, he scored a touchdown like 8 or 9 straight games. So when you got situations like that, you just gotta ride that horse until the horse is dead. So I'll take Kyron for a touchdown. Definitely taking Jalen Hurts for a touchdown. I like it, and the same thing goes for Jalen Hurts. And like I mean, like you got to keep taking that. I mean, anytime touchdown.
I think he broke that streak last week, JMIK.
Oh, for real?
I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
And I thought he scored.
I think he went 8. Unless he scored. I know he didn't score a rushing touchdown because he on my fantasy team.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'll still ride with Jalen for like anytime touchdown, man. He's I mean, like if they get it, like I mean, from the 2 inside, he's gonna run it in. I also think it's a bounce back game for AJ. This might be. I would do a solo ticket. I wouldn't put this on no parlay, but I think he bounces back. Because I don't really love the Rams corners that much. So I would take AJ maybe.
He got his son this Sunday, man. He got Emmanuel Forbes covering him this week, man.
So I would take AJ's reception, his yard.
I didn't think about that, JMIK.
And I also think AJ gets in the end zone too. So, and then on the Rams side, I mean, the same goes for them. Like I think So I'd assume that Puka's going to be covered by your best corner, so that leaves Devontae Adams on
I don't
CB2.
think so. I think it's gonna be Devontae because Puka moving the slot a lot.
Okay, well then if that's the case, I'll take your I mean like what you said to heart.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean
take Puka for 80 plus. Shit.
yeah, so if that's so I mean if Puka gets covered by the CB2, I would take Puka for like 75 and a touchdown.
Yeah, for sure. I second that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start off with fuck the Rams. Okay, I feel like these niggas is overrated. They ain't really who they play week one. They struggle with the motherfuckers. I forgot who it was. Then they played Tennessee. That shit was early close. It was close. I said early close. It was close early. They can't run the ball that well. The offensive line is kind of banged up. Matthew Stafford is completely relying on getting the ball out in under 2 seconds. I feel like the Eagles got a better defense all around, and they can beat you multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Hurts can have a layup game. AJ Brown can kill you. Saquon can kill you. I just feel like last year, them playing them in the snow, they ain't playing in the snow this week. I just everybody just expects the Rams to like pick up where they left off. I don't think that they're good. That good. I don't. You know. But we'll see. I got Jalen Hurts anytime touchdowns. I go with the Kyron Williams anytime touchdown. I like the over on this one because both of the defenses are not playing up to par right now. And who's the other one? Matthew Stafford's attempts. He's definitely going to hit his attempts.
Did we hear from Pop yet or no, we didn't.
Nah, we ain't have a pop yet.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I've been talking about this game, and I could see it going either way for both teams. Um, I will say though, I'm gonna give the edge to the Eagles. Just because offensively, I feel like they're doing something that works. It doesn't look pretty. It's not flashy, but it's working. I think last time the Eagles played the Rams, Saquon had a really good game against them. So I expect similar to happen. Um, Defensively, I have some questions about the Eagles. And secondary wise, I have some questions about the Rams. But this is a home game, right, Smith, for y'all?
Yeah, we at the crib.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles to win. I like it to at least be a 7 point
I,
game.
I got a question too about my defense part. When the hell they gonna get Dory Jackson to fuck off got the goddamn field? That's the question I got. When the
Yeah,
fuck? I
man.
think Andrew McCooper finally won that starting safety job last week though.
Yeah.
I think it's over
think
for Sidney
uh,
Brown.
I think the secondary had some question marks on it. Still got some. I feel like your D line could have been playing better than they have in the last 2 games. I think they've done well enough, but I feel like it could be better from them. So
I
we'll
agree with
see.
that too. Shit. But shit, you see what Vic Fangio said about a couple of the people on the defensive line. He said outside of Jordan Davis, who had the most conditioning issues, everybody else is out. He want to see them have some more stamina.
Yeah, because I didn't like how Jalen Carter played last week against
It's,
the Chiefs.
I agree. I agree. It seemed like he was lackadaisical. He made a couple of like
Hmm.
splash, but it seemed like most part he was just out there just playing football.
Yeah. I
He
like
got to be more that.
yeah. So I like Saquon. Um, anytime TD for this. Um, yeah. Outside of that, I, I really wouldn't take any other plays that been said. I like what JMIK said about. I think that's a really good play right there. But yeah, I expect the Eagles to win, especially this being the home game for them.
All right, so we got The Colts versus the Titans. Colts favored by 4.5. Over under 43.5. The Titans about to get that belt. Daniel Jones coming to Tennessee to get that belt. Oh man, this might be a layup of the week right here, boy. The Titans are struggling a little bit. You know, they trying to figure out their woes. They're a young team. A lot of kind of rebuilding going on, but I think right now the Colts are somewhere in that list of hottest teams in the NFL at the moment. Surprising people are very much so. And the Titans, I mean, they don't got enough right now, man. They really come out and really do what they need to as a team. They still young. They got a lot of pieces to add to that roster. I see the potential though, with Cam Ward, and he needs some more receiving pieces, man. It's really lackadaisical over there. Like I really don't like what they're working with. I think they if I'm not mistaken, it's like Calvin Ridley and then the rookie. I like they top two.
Yeah,
Neither one of them boys got 100 yards right now.
yeah,
So
but the rookie been good though. That's the thing. He's just kind
no,
of
I like where he from Stanford, right? Eric.
yeah, yeah,
He, he,
Alec, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I like him. I like him. I'm up and down on Calvin Ridley. That boy hands got a slight bit of butter on him.
a slight,
A slight bit of
A
butter on
whole
him.
lot of it.
and you sure the full like like the full tub of butter ain't on them hands? You sure?
I mean, I'm just saying it might be a stick or two. It might be a stick or
Because that boy
two.
can't catch for shit.
Cause that game, what was it? Was it last week when they was no the week before that? They had a chance in that game, bro.
Broncos, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. And it seemed like
Broncos and Cam Ward placed that ball so perfectly, and you drop it. Like
I mean,
man.
it was so bad that his father was in the stands. Ridley dropped the ball. His father got off his seat and like ran to the railing and just bent over, like, bro,
Yeah.
you can't be serious. So that was, I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. Like, so man.
so I'm hoping that the Titans get a decent pick so they can go and get some wide receiver talent in this draft. Cause Mr. Butters ain't gonna help you. But give me the Colts in this game. Give me Jonathan Taylor for the anytime touchdown. Uh, what's Daniel Jones passing yards in this game? Let's see.
It's got to be like it's got to be like 240, 250, I would think.
Probably take him on that too. I ain't gonna count.
Because they said something like if he throws for 175 yards, he'll be leading the league in passing yards.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking. Let me see. I'm almost done right here. Let me see. Pass yard. Oh yeah, 212. Give me that. 212 and a half over. Yeah, give me that. So yeah, I like the Colts to win this one. Give me the spread 4.5. Yeah, I like that.
So I had to look at the Colts next game. And when I see who they play in week 4, this is the definition of a trap game. Even though it's a divisional game, this is a trap game because they got to go out to LA and play the Rams next week. So if anything was a trap game, this is a trap game. So like, I don't think they'll be looking ahead because it's a divisional game, but I can see why they would because they have to go against the Rams next week. My only thing is like with this game is that like Tennessee would normally be able to shut down the run because that's what they're good at. But their second-year player, Sweat out of Texas, I think he's already been ruled out for this game. So he's not playing. So that's a big piece in the middle of the defense that's not going to be there to help them stop the run. I think the Colts will win. It wouldn't surprise me though if this was like a field goal kind of game because it's like Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee's been on the cusp for the last couple of weeks. Like they haven't really played terrible this season to start off with because the Denver game, they realistically, if the receivers would have made more plays in that game, they could have won the Denver game. And then the game last week, not really so much, but plays I like in this game, like you said, like Daniel Jones over on his yards because by the end of this game, unless he has a horrible game, he's going to be leading the league in passing yards. So I think he should be able to get above the 212. Since Devondre Sweat is out, I like Jonathan Taylor's yards. I might even consider taking him for 100 yards because I think he might be able to get that. I'm definitely going to take Jonathan Taylor for anytime touchdown. I'm going to take Daniel Jones for anytime touchdown because they're doing kind of what the Eagles is doing. Whenever they get to the one, they're not giving the ball to JT. They're running it with Daniel Jones. So I like both of them for a touchdown, and I like Tony Pollard for a touchdown too.
Quick update. Syracuse has Clemson in a pack right now. They rolling them up, and they finna put Swisher to them 10-0. Yeah.
Jeez. Doesn't get no better for Cade, huh?
Oh, let me see. I think Cade might have a turnover already. No. They got a fumble, but they ain't got an interception. Looking real sick for them boys out there in South Carolina.
I find it real interesting. All of the programs that were alleged to be paying over players are kind of struggling right now. So might be something they should look into.
Y'all, the game.
Yeah. Does anyone want to touch? Does anyone else want to touch on that Titans Colts game? Or
Yeah, Titans.
I ain't gonna hold you. I forgot we were talking about the Titans and Colts game.
That's low key funny.
But no, I think it's a divisional game. I think the Titans got Snead back. I think he's kind of been banged up for him, so that's some help in the secondary. And I think Tyler Warren is officially. I know he had a questionable tag going into this game, but he's cleared to go. I expect Daniel Jones and Tyler to continue to build upon the connection that they've been having this season so far. Um, Yeah, I just think right now the Titans offensively, they just don't have the guys. I think Cam Ward has shown some great things. And they have I think they have their franchise guy, and I think moving forward they are going to build around him. Just right now, it's not it. Calvin Ridley is really not helping them with his consistent drop issues. I think Alec has been coming on, especially last game for the Titans. He has. I know Chamari Dyke, he's been getting a little bit of burn. He's been having some success in the passing game for him. But just overall, right now, I just think that they're lacking talent at specific positions on the offense, and it's going to be some growing pains this season. Colts, I've not been expecting Danny to perform the way he has. I liked him being able to pilot this offense, but not having these 2 week performances that he has. It is 2 weeks into the season. We'll see how they perform because this is a division game. But I expect the Colts to win. I don't know if it's gonna be double digit win, but I do like the Colts to take the dub. I think I like them to continue to build upon the success that they've been having this year. But I expect it to be somewhat competitive, at least for the first couple of quarters for for the Colts. Eventually just take the lead and close the game out.
Certified?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, um, we still on the Titans and the Colts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll take the Colts. It ain't really much to say about the Titans. I mean that defense kind of keep them in games. I do like Cam though. Like he's shown a lot, man. I thought that he was gonna struggle, but Cam Ward looks like so far he looks like a franchise quarterback. But the Colts, man, they got his fish grease right now, man. Like I just I feel like the AFC need to take notice. Pay attention to them boys, man, because they could very well end up with the number one overall pick. I mean, uh, seed. Them in Buffalo, they got real easy roads inside of the division, and I gotta look at the rest of their schedule. But man, they playing good football right now.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So another kind of This next game ain't really okay, whatever. Texans versus Jags. Jags favored by 1.5. Over under 43.5. Okay, so the Texans have been struggling very badly. Didn't expect that coming out of the gate. I thought they would be a little bit more of an impact. They had a really good game last week. Uh, they kind of struggling to score points. They struggling to keep that boy CJ Stroud upright, throwing the rock. The Jags haven't really been exciting either, but this game is close to call. I'm gonna get an edge to the Jags, man. I don't know why, but I don't think CJ Stroud and them boys gonna get it together overnight. I think it's a close game. Give me the Jags minus 1.5.
I think I'm going the opposite direction. I think it's the circumstance, right? So the Texans are 0-2, right? The Colts are, like Certified said, they're hot as fish grease. Colts are 2-0. The Texans, it's hard enough to make the playoffs when you go down 0-2, which they are currently. It's almost impossible to go 0-3 and make the play. I think the last thing to do that was the Texans. Like I think that was what 2016 or 2017 when they went 0-3, and this is a 16 game schedule and still made the playoffs. So I just think they're in a tough spot where they got to win. And I mean, honestly, they played well enough to beat the Bucks on Monday Night Football last week. It's just like what I know about the Texans and watching their games is that they got a problem in the trenches. Like they got a problem with their offensive line and they got a problem with the defensive line in terms of stopping the run on the inside. Like I mean, from guard to guard. I mean, because their edges are really good. I mean, you're talking about Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter. Like they might have one of the best edge combinations in the league. So I ain't got no problem with the edges, but their interior run defense is kind of an issue. And you've seen it last week where like I think Bucky ran for 70 and the second string running back also ran for like 65. I think it was like Rashard White. Yeah.
Yeah, Rashad White, and he got
So
tied.
they gotta find a way to shore that up. And I just think that they're in a situation like the Dolphins were on Thursday Night Football with the Bills. Like they were 0-2 and they had to win. And you've seen the Dolphins play their best game of the season, but still lost. I think the Texans do the same thing. I think the Texans play the best game of their season, and I think the Texans are going to win. So I would you can either take the Texans, the money line, or the plus 1.5. I'll take that. I like Nico's yards. I mean, I just think Nico is a beast. So I would take it for I think his line probably around 65, 70 yards. I would take that. I think Nico also gets in the end zone as well. And I think Kirk is back this week, so that should help their offense. I wouldn't take any of his props because he's come off an injury and hasn't played, so I would stay far away from that. I guess you could take Chubb for like 40 yards. I mean, the Jaguars have had a good rushing defense so far this year, so I wouldn't go crazy on the Chubb numbers. On the Jaguar side, I think Brian Thomas has a bounce back game, even though he's going to be going against Stingley. I don't know about taking for a touchdown. I mean, I probably take him for like 40, 50 yards. I mean, Stingley is one of the like to me, Stingley is a top 5, the coverage corner in this league. So I think Brian Thomas, he'll have a bounce back, but I think it's not going to be what you expect. But I mean, going against Stingley, I think he'll put up good numbers in terms of going against Stingley. Who else on the Jaguars? And also like since I touched on the Texans' hard time of stopping the run game, I would take ETN for about 60 rushing yards and a touchdown.
I like the only thing I like on the Texans right now is Nico and Will Anderson, man. That motherfucker Will Anderson, man, he be playing like his fucking hair's on fire. But it's not enough. He needs some help up there. They're struggling to stop the run, which is surprising for the Miko Ryan's team. And CJ doesn't look good. I know that he hasn't had his guys there, but I mean, like, bro, you got to show me something in the meantime until you get your guys back. He's looked bad, in my opinion. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. CJ Stroud's looked bad to me these last 2 games. Um, I think the Jaguars are the healthier team right now. I think they should win. I I expect CJ's struggles to continue. I think that his attempts are going to go up because he's probably going to feel a little more comfortable with Kirk coming back. But I don't think that Kirk is enough right now. I like ETN to hit his number. Um, I, I I think I think Will Anderson gets Trevor on the ground. So I like that point point five sacks for them. Um, for my turnover ticket, I like CJ for a interception and well not turnover, but you know the alternate shit. I like CJ for interception. I like Will Anderson for a sack. Outside of that, I'll take the under on Trevor yards. I like CJ's attempts. ETN, I'll probably take his total touchdown. I mean, total rushing and receiving, and that's about it. But I got the Jaguars pulling out a close one, 3 points.
Did Pop already go?
I don't think so.
Man, CJ got to play better. I don't want to hear all the offensive line and stuff. You got to play better. Because there was passes he made in that game where he just straight missed guys, either throwing it in the dirt, throwing it behind too late. That I feel like that the Texans defense did what they could, um, to slow down that Bucks offense. For Baker just he just said we not losing. He just marched down the field.
All right. So I was just looking at this slate. It's kind of dry.
How
Slate
y'all
kind
how
of dry.
y'all how y'all feel about the Bucks letting them score? Like being that confident that they was going to drive on Houston and get that touchdown.
Well, I think they saw the success that they had been having offensively in that game, specifically with the run. You saw they started running a bit more, and then Baker with his legs was also um, making moves, and then he was also throwing the ball to the correct person. He was very efficient. I'll say in the last 5 minutes of that game, and I felt them. They just believed in that offense to walk down that defense, which they have been wearing down over the course of the game. So, yeah.
I mean, the way I looked at it was I'd rather like the type of offense that Tampa Bay has. They have a very explosive offense. They got good running backs. They got good tight ends. They got good wide receivers. They have a guy in Baker who a lot of people consider to be top six. Even some people consider to be a top eight quarterback. So I actually liked it because I'd rather give my team a chance to actually take the game than rather have the Titans run all the clock off the game, kick the field goal, and then you don't even have a chance. So I actually liked it, and I mean, like it was enough time whereas if there was there was like 2+ minutes left in the game, and I believe they had two of their timeouts. So I actually liked it. I mean, to me it was smart, and that's not something that people can say about. I mean, like I mean, like Bowles all the time. Like people question Bowles is like coaching moves, but I feel like he made the right move.
Yeah. But Bo said, "Fuck you, Fletch."
All right. So I was looking at this slate though. It's kind of dry. This slate kind of
Yeah, I mean, I think
pressed.
it kind of warms. Well, not maybe not the 4 o'clock games. I mean, there's a couple 4 o'clock games that are good.
You got one 4 o'clock game. I think is. I mean, maybe two. Maybe two.
I mean, to me, the Sunday night game is interesting because you got the Chiefs 0-2, the Giants 0-2. Like I said earlier, you can't go 0-3. Like you just can't. But I think the money making game of this whole slate is Monday Night Football. I think that's the best game of the week.
So
All right.
so if so if oh I'll wait.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, if the Giants pull this out, man.
Twitter
Mm.
gonna catch on fire.
Oh yeah, and it just came out that Xavier Worthy's not playing in this game either.
Yeah, I was just
Uh
gonna say that.
oh. Mm-mm. All right. Well, listen, man. I'll say this. And I'll probably catch some slack for it, but ask me who gives a fuck. Okay. Pat gonna have to elevate one of those receivers, man. Like, you know, it's fair, like when you like I've said it once, I say it again, and I'm gonna keep saying it. When you put people in certain conversations, at some point in time, they got to start doing things that the other guys in those conversations did. All right. So Pat is going to have to elevate one of those wide receivers. Like they keep, I've heard I'm not saying the whole fan base, but I've heard some Chiefs fans complain about he don't have no wide receivers. He don't have this. He don't have that. Okay, well, let's put it on him to elevate somebody and do something. So if not, stop putting him in those conversations.
I don't think what you said is controversial at all. I think it's just when you're the best quarterback in the league. I mean, that's what people expect out of you.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta make something shake. I mean, the Giants showed that they gave up 40 something points to the Cowboys, and so I mean, like the Cowboys, I mean, don't exactly have the best offense in the league or anything. I mean, yeah, they got a good quarterback and they got two outside weapons and a good tight end. I mean, the running back been playing better, but yeah, I mean, they got to. The thing you can't. I don't care if you're the Chiefs. Like Chief fans aren't even really jumping off the deep end for going 0-2. You go 0-3, it might be time.
Yeah.
It might be time, and then I think what they got the Jags next week, and then they got the Lions. So it's not like the schedule doesn't get much easier.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
got
just
to go on a hell of a run, yo.
yeah. I mean, if you start the season 0-3, like I mean, you're gonna have to roll off 4, 5, 6 games in a row at some point.
Shit, about 6 or 8.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, like, but
I
yeah,
mean, cause this I looked it up. Where I asked, who is it, Grook or Grok? How you say that shit?
I think it's Rock. I think.
Grok. Yeah, I asked Grok, what's the percentage wise, what's the chances of a team making the playoffs at 0-3, and it was 2%. And they said that the last team to do it was the Texans. I mean, but the division was shitty. You know, the AFC West is not a shitty division this year.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I mean, the Raiders are even. A lot of people pick the Raiders to finish last. They don't look that bad.
no, they
So
don't look that bad. But the Chargers, they do look that good so far.
yeah,
And I don't think that Denver is going to continue to look the way that they will. Sean Payton going to figure it out, man. Like he done proved me wrong way too many times for me to continue to doubt him. So, but neither here nor there. When you in the season with a first place schedule, man, you gonna have some tough matchups on your schedule. So, like you said, brother, they gonna have to make some shake.
I mean, yeah.
Shakira, what's good? Okay. Next on the list of Jets versus Bucks. Bucks
Mm,
favored by 6.5. Over under 43.5.
mm.
Oh no.
Bucks. Jess was talking real breezy about the Bucks. Um, shout out to Petey and June and them guys, Buckeye and Jarrett. But yeah, they was, I don't know, man. I understand that, they, I guess they looking for a bounce back game, but expecting that it's going to be the Bucks and just relying on the fact that they got some guys down on the offensive line, like this is a veteran team, man. They done won the division, what 3, 4 years in a row,
Yeah, they said,
and they have already been through the fire already. Okay, to go into Tennessee with that many people down on their offensive line and figure that shit out and win the game, you just can't bank on, oh, we got a good defensive line, they offensive line is hurt. They've already shown that they can figure it out. And the Jets ain't no fucking juggernaut. You know. I like Baker yards and attempts. I'm gonna go. What's the rookie? What's that motherfucker name?
and Namika.
Amika. He ain't have a touchdown last week, but I think he gonna get back on track.
Nah, he did.
He did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
Okay. All right. You know what? That's right. I took his yards. He ain't hit his yards. He got his touchdown. Um, I see. Now this is the tricky part, man, because Rashad White. Like he balled out, and I don't think they're gonna go away from him. Even though Bucky is the guy. I'm a little skeptical about that one. But Mike Evans, the Jets only got one good cornerback, so I think Mike Evans might get off on Sauce regardless. Um, on the other side, damn, Justin Fields is out, right?
Yeah, he's out with a concussion.
Ugh.
So I mean, Tyrod Taylor's the starter this week.
Oh man, oh man. Uh,
The funny thing is, I think Tyrod gives him a better chance to win, though. That's
you
the fun.
think so?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm not. I ain't touching nothing on the Jets on the offensive side of the ball. I'm cool on them. No, I'm just be. No, I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, outside of week one, they look bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, man. I like Tampa Bay minus 6.5. I think when you look at the game, I like going into every Jets game. I always ask the question, how are the Jets gonna score? Like, because at some point, you know, I mean, like you're not gonna win these games 6-3 to 9-6. You're gonna have to score touchdowns. So how are they gonna score? Like, Justin Fields is not there, so that run element that they were talking about to their offense is not there anymore from the quarterback position. Like Brees Hall is still there, but the problem is Tampa Bay's D line is really good at stopping the run. So I don't think you're gonna have too much success stopping the run. Like if I take Brees off for anything, it'd probably be for like receptions or his receiving yards. That's it. The one thing I can say is that like the Tampa Bay corners can be had a little bit. So I do think that Tyra will get the ball to Garrett Wilson. So I'd probably take Garrett maybe for like 40, 50 yards, something like that. I mean, something like that, like nothing crazy. On the Jets defensive side of the ball and the Bucks offensive side of the ball, like yeah, like you can put sauce on Evans. That's cool. But the problem is, who are you going to put on a Mecca? Because they put a Mecca all over the field. Like he could play the outside, he could play the inside, he go all over. And so their CB2 is what the dude from the Ravens, Stevens, and he's trash. So it's either you gonna put sauce on Evans and kind of neutralize Evans, or you're gonna put sauce on Amika and try to neutralize Amika. But then you got like, I mean, like they've got a math equation they can't solve. And that's why I like the Bucks in this game, even with the Bucks injuries. And I mean, like I've heard Jeff fans talk about their D line, but their D line ain't really been playing that good either. So how are you really gonna take advantage of the 3 out of the 5 Tampa Bay like offensive linemen being hurt? Because I mean the D line ain't really been that good this year. So I just don't see it. Baker, I would take Baker for his yards. I think this is the game that Evans gets into the end zone. So I take Evans for a touchdown, and I'll take Buck Aaron for a touchdown too.
Oh shit! What happened to Pop? Damn.
Oh damn! I mean, she must have dropped out.
Should be back. The next game on this nasty slate.
Wait a
Raiders.
minute, I ain't even did you get your take on the Chiefs? I mean Jets Bucks?
Yeah, I took the Bucks and kept moving.
Oh my bad. Oh, short and sweet. My bad, brother.
What I'm gonna talk about? What I'm gonna say about the damn Jets?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely. I didn't talk about the game, but I'm taking the Bucks to cover.
Yeah. Give me the Bucks, and then look, I said Jets versus Bucks. Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, but I think also something we also didn't talk about is like whenever Northeast teams go to Florida in September, that shit's tough, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I mean, not even that, dog. Like, shit, you ain't just walking into Raymond James and having your way with that team, dog. Like,
I mean,
that's why I was trying to tell them boys. What was it, Thursday? I was in there.
Yeah.
Thursday, was it yesterday? It was Thursday. I was trying to tell them Thursday, like, man, I know y'all, keep y'all head buried in AFC East business or whatever, but y'all talking like you just gonna walk in there and just take a dub from the fucking Bucks, though. Like, y'all bugging right now.
Yeah, because I think we have to go down to Tampa Bay in November, and that's a game I don't even have us winning. And it's just regular November. Like the weather would be a lot cooler then. My offense would have had the chance to gel. I still don't think we win in that game.
Man, you gotta wait till November. I gotta go next week.
Oh, and that's a team that y'all be struggling with too, man.
Mine coming up too. I think I go there week 6, week 7.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's a tough proposition to go to Tampa Bay and win, man.
I'm
It just is.
this my fourth year in a row going to Tampa Bay.
Damn, damn, that's
Mm. I will say they've had the Bucks did have a couple of more injuries on the offensive line this week. I think one of their guards is going to be out for this game. Losing Kalaji Kancey on the defensive side of the ball for the year, though, I want to see how they adjust to that in this game. But saying all of that, I still think this is a really good Bucks defense. I think the pieces that they got this year in the draft, they've kind of been showing up. Jacob Parrish has been a baller for them in that secondary position. He's been a key piece that they've needed, and they need that secondary to perform this well later into the season. But I don't think it's necessary for this game. Um, I'm going to go with the Bucks. Like what JMIK's point, how are y'all going to score? This offense hasn't really been that good this year. Like y'all have had some success, but like I just don't know what this Jets offense is gonna really give me in this game. And I know what Baker Mayfield and the host of weapons he has on the offense, what they can do to a defense, what they can do to a team. They can hit you a multitude of ways and they're gonna keep rolling. And I'll say Foles with his defensive play calling, he's done a different job in the last 2 weeks, and I've seen him his entire tenure with Tampa Bay. So I want to see if he's able to continue to make those adjustments that he needs on the defensive side of the ball. And Vea have been a fucking monster for him. Um, so we'll see how that Jets defense offensive line handles him. But yeah, I like the Bucks to win. I believe this is their home opener too, because I think they've been on the road first 2 weeks of the season. So
yes, it is.
so I expect them to show out to kick their season opening game off with. So yeah, I'm taking the Bucks.
But I think look, so we made our picks. The only thing I'll say about the Jets is I think you got to be like, because if Tyra was to come out and play much better offensively than Justin Fields, like, and I get it, the coaching staff is a young coach. This is their first time, Glenn being a head coach and some of their OCs and DCs first time. Well, the OC is the first time OC. But my thing is, what happens if Tyra plays much better than Justin Fields? Like, I think that creates a problem, especially in that market, like of them watching Justin Fields stick it up against the Bills, but then Tyra come against the Bucks and play well. So that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, that would be a conversation because he got Justin Fields got a 2 or 3 year deal.
I think it was two. I think it was 2 for 30. I think, or 2 for 40,
Okay.
something like that. So
Yeah, so they might can be able to get out of that. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Tyrod Taylor is your long term
Yeah, it
solution
was
there
only 1 year
anyway.
anyway. So if he fuck up, he out.
Yeah, so so I don't think Tyrod Taylor is your long term solution. I always felt like Justin Fields was just a placeholder. Um, because their franchise guy is just not in the building. But if Tyrod does perform, I think he can win a couple games. But the long stretch, I don't know if how sustainable that's gonna.
and I don't think it's sustainable at all because Tyrod always gets hurt. I was just kind of posing a question. I mean, because that's
Yeah,
a real life possibility. Because I think Tyrod does give them a better chance because he's a better thrower of the football. I think he reads the field better than Justin Fields does. Now, whether he's able to make the throws, that's something totally different against that defense.
All right, so we got Raiders versus Commanders. Jaden Daniels will not play. Marcus Mariota will be the starter. Commanders favored by 2.5. Over under is 43.
I'm
Boo.
not gonna lie. I like the Raiders in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that defense has been playing better than I thought it would perform. They are really good against the run. I think they've allowed less than 70 or 80 rush yards for the season so far. Uh, Brock Bowers, I believe, is going to be, well, I don't know if he's 100%, but he's going to get a lot more work than he got when the Raiders played on Monday Night Football against the Chargers. So I like to see a healthy dose of him. My big thing for the Raiders, though, is I don't know if it's JP. I know JPJ not being there is a big loss, but they're not good at run blocking. And I think they've been trying to want to get that going, but it's just not working because the offensive line is not good. But I do think a healthy dose of Genty will help, especially with the play action game that the Raiders like to run. Um, but yeah, I like the Raiders to get the dub in this game. I think they've been playing really good ball for the most part. And I think they can get the dub in this one.
I agree. I like the Raiders. Mainly because of how much Jaden Daniels does for this team. Um, his now, granted, he hasn't been playing well his first two games either, but he's pretty much the entire offense. He's the engine to that offense. I'd rather say. Um, and they haven't looked good. Now you're gonna bring in Marcus Mariota. I don't know the last time he even stepped on the football field. But Pete Carroll, man, what'd you say?
He actually played last year when Jaden was out. Actually, he actually played pretty well. Actually,
Yeah, I like Pete Carroll in these type of situations, man. He's very underrated and forgot about defensive mind. Um, I mean I don't have a lot of faith in the Commanders right now what they're doing. The defense, their linebackers look really old. Who was that? Who the hell? What linebacker was that was killing them?
you said linebacker that was killing him.
I mean, tight end.
You talking about the
Tucker
it was
Craft.
yeah, Tucker Craft last week.
Yeah. The Kraft was mauling them, man. The Raiders got two good linebackers. It might be a long day for the Commanders, man. I'm not. I know they're favored or whatever, but I don't know, man. I just feel like the Raiders might have a little too much on both sides of the ball without Jaden Daniels there. So I'm probably gonna go. Um, Bowers, Brock Bowers, he's definitely going to hit his targets and his numbers. I would probably put him down for anytime touchdown. Geno Smith, Genty ain't been looking that good, man. I don't know if they're like if they got him on a snap count or something because of how the season is going or whatever. He did have a real tough long season last year. So and Geno's looked pretty good so far. So Geno's attempts, I don't know what his yards are, but somebody got to throw Brock the touchdown. So as long as his touchdowns ain't, actually, I'll take a 1.5. I'll take Geno for two touchdowns. Brock on his yards. Myers, I'll take his yards as well. I'm not too sure about his attempts. But and Mariota, his rushing yards, I'll probably go those three with those four right there. But I got the Raiders in the upset.
Um, when I look at this game, yeah, like the Raiders have been really good in their run defense, but the problem is the Commanders aren't trying to run the ball anyways. So, and I mean, maybe that's a Jaden Daniels thing, but last week when I watched them play against the Green Bay Packers, they didn't really try to run the ball. So I don't know if that trend is going to continue because the offense, I mean, like Jaden, like the style of play between Jaden Daniels and I mean Marcus Mariota is not that much different. I mean, obviously Jaden is worlds better than Marcus is, but the style of play is not really going to change. So the offense is not going to change. And I don't think they're really going to try to run the ball that much. So it's pretty much to me what this game depends on is which I mean, are you going to get the Geno Smith week 1 versus the Patriots, or you going to get the Geno Smith week 2 against the Chargers? Because if you get the Geno versus the Chargers, the Raiders ain't winning. I mean, but if you get the Geno versus the Patriots, then the Raiders got a good chance to win. And I just think that's what it comes down to. Like, which Geno you going to get? Um, I mean, the Commanders, like, their pass rush isn't crazy good, but I actually do like their corners. I mean, like, they drafted a kid out of Ole Miss, Trey Amos. He's been really good. Mikey in the slot is pretty good. I mean, Lattimore, I mean, they ain't really been that great to me this season so far, but I mean, also the Raiders they don't have a lot of outside weapons. I mean, they got Jacoby Myers, and they got Trey Tucker, and then they got the other kid that they drafted, who's a speed guy who's looked pretty well. So I mean, like corners for the Commanders are actually not bad. I'm gonna go with I think the Commanders are gonna pull this game out because I think Marcus Mariota, like, he's not the greatest guy, but if you just need him to fill in for a 1 to 2 game spot, with that offense, like, I think he can do it. And I mean, like, the Raiders, like, and I don't even hate the Raiders in this game because I see a way where the Raiders can win, but to me, Genty has not been effective because their offensive line, when it comes to running the ball, like, they're not good run blocking. And so, like, the holes, like, so I obviously watched the first game, and I mean, we held Genty in check, and I mean, like, the offensive line just wasn't opening up holes for him. So, and I think if that continues, then he's going to continue to struggle. Like, they've got a block in front of him much better for him to really show you what he could do. Props I like in this game. I definitely like Zach Ertz. I think Zach Ertz is going to get a lot of targets. So I take him for his reception, probably like 4 for 40 or something like that. That should work out fine for him. I do think Scary Terry gets in the end zone. And give me Bowers yards, receptions, and a Bowers touchdown too.
Marcus Mariota. My God, this is gonna be some chicory. Okay. Yeah, give me the Raiders in this game. I don't trust Marcus Mariota to do anything but hold a clipboard. But I do think a heavy dose of Brock Bowers could be seen. I wouldn't be surprised if you see the Raiders pretty much copy what you seen the Packers do last week with the heavy tight end play. So I like the Raiders to win this game. Give me everything Brock Bowers this week, and maybe even give me Geno Smith for 2 passing touchdowns.
I mean, just a college football update. Clemson is getting a back beat in currently by Syracuse right now.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you, good.
24-7.
Getting a back beat in at home is crazy. Oh well.
I can see clearly now that Clemson's gone. All right, we got Packers versus Browns. Packers favored by 7.5, over under 41.5. I'm gonna go with
real quick, man. I remember not too long ago, Dabo Swinney was talking about once we start playing players, he's gonna quit, and now I see why. You know, when you take away the ability to pay players under the table and make it a even playing field, I don't know. All of a sudden, these motherfuckers just don't look so good. Shout out to Nick Saban.
Interesting.
So we're talking about the Packers Browns game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't trust the Browns as a team. I don't know why. Maybe because they don't do anything right. So I'm gonna go with the Packers. They've been playing pretty good football. Defensively, they've been playing well. Offensively, they've been playing well. And I like them to pull this game out. I think it's gonna be. It might be. I might like them more than the 7.5, but I'm gonna take the 7.5. Give me Josh Jacobs for an anytime touchdown. Give me. I like that. Give me Golden rushing yards. Let me give him a lot of little end rounds and stuff like that. So, and then, for the Browns,
somebody got some dial up.
No, I mean, someone was printing something. That's what it sound like.
That was my chart.
It sound like he got America Online over there.
All right, so and then for the Browns, yeah, I don't know. Give me Myles Garrett for a sack. I'll take that. That's it.
I'll just say that I'm gonna keep it short. Like, I think what's the spread on this game? Spread is 7.5. I'll probably take it 6.5. My only thing is the Packers haven't played a road game yet. So I get to see how they go on the road. And Cleveland ain't exactly the easiest of places to play. I'll say that. And also, I think what the Browns did to the Ravens last week, I think the Browns gonna do to the Packers in terms of the run game. I don't think the Packers are gonna really be able to run the ball like that.
Yeah,
The Ravens couldn't even run the ball like that.
I agree.
So what you're doing, what I'm asking you to do now is Jordan Love got to carry the load for the whole game.
Uh oh.
I mean, let's face it,
Uh oh.
Jordan Love is not Lamar Jackson in the regular season at all. Those two are not the same. Um, so and I mean, it's not like the Browns got a good secondary. It's not like they don't. So I would just caution people that saw that the Browns getting killed by the Ravens. The Ravens is one of the 3 to 4 best teams in the whole league. So I'd be careful with people trying to say, oh well, since the Ravens blew the Browns out, I mean the Packers are, and I don't see that. I do think Green Bay going to win. I would push this line down just so that you could cover, the Packers could cover just with a touchdown. Like, so saying all that to say, I don't think that Josh Jacobs has a crazy game. I do think he gets in the end zone because I think they'll get the ball down there. And, I mean, he'll run it in from a yard or two out. I think he'll get that. But I'm staying away from any, like taking his yard because his yards are probably 60, 70 yards. Like I'm just not willing. I'm not willing to take that. Packers wide receivers, I'm not taking them either because I don't know who's going to show up. I don't know if it's going to be Golden this week. I don't know if it's going to be Dobbs this week. I don't know if it's going to be Wicks because I believe Jaden Reed is out. I mean, for the foreseeable future because I think he had surgery on his his labrum or clavicle or something. So he's out for like a couple of months. So and Tucker Kraft being questionable, I don't know how healthy he is. So I don't feel comfortable betting on none of them guys because I don't know who the guy going to be. Now on the Browns, I would definitely take a Joe Flacco anytime interception. I'm not big on betting interceptions, but with the kind of pressure he's gonna see from that front, he's gonna throw at least one pick. I'm almost certain of that. I would take Juckins for about 50 yards because I mean Juckins actually ran pretty well against the Ravens last week. I mean Juckins looks pretty good actually. So I'll take him for that. And I would take. I'm kind of waffling between taking Njoku or me taking Fanning for a touchdown. But I think this might be the week where Fanning could get in the end zone. So I'll take him on like a single bet.
Yeah, I agree with that point about what's that? Josh Jacobs being able to go off on the Browns. I don't see this as a Josh Jacobs game. I think Jordan Love is going to have to step up to the plate, and I don't think he will. So I'm gonna do me a little interception ticket. Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, and that motherfucker Joe Flacco. I don't really like any of the props in either of these games, man.
Why is
'Cause
Syracuse driving again?
Because I mean Clemson's defense is some ass. That's why.
I don't know. I turned it off, dog. I turned the Maryland
Hey,
game
it's
off.
about to get nasty.
But I thought I got Cleveland in the upset at home, and I really don't like none of the props except for that little turnover ticket that I'm gonna do.
Okay, so that was the Paco.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have nothing. Well, I'll just say this. I think that Packers front is gonna wreak havoc on Joe Flacco in that offense, and he hasn't been performing well under pressure this season. I expect that to continue. And with that, I think the Packers are gonna win this game.
Alrighty, so the next game on our docket. This is
No! Look, I seen something come across there. They're saying that Tucker Kraft is going to play in that game.
Yeah, I just got announced that he's good to go.
Yeah.
okay. So okay, we got Broncos versus Chargers. Chargers favored by 2.5. Over under 45.5. Interesting game right here. Could be a good one. Could be a good
This, for some reason, I want to lean the Broncos. I just feel like they gonna put it together this game. But at the same time, the Chargers have been playing really good ball so far. And if they're able to clinch this game, they're 3-0, not only in the conference but the division. And that's an interesting prospect.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, Pop. Like, I think this is a game where the Chargers could take a lot of control of the AFC West. That's kind of how I look at this game. I mean, I think the Chargers are playing really well. Besides their run game, being able to run the football, which they have not really been able to do yet, and then Denver just not playing well at all. Um, and I get the line. I think the line's 2.5 for the Chargers because pretty much they're at home. I mean, they're giving them. I think they're saying that both these teams are good. Um, I got the Chargers in this game, and I like the like the common term for the Chargers is the Chargers are going to charge. Um, but what I've seen out of them this year, I haven't seen that. Justin Herbert's playing really well at the quarterback position so far. I mean, Quentin Johnson has been able to catch some footballs. I mean, he's playing pretty well himself. Ladd is uncoverable pretty much. I mean, he's not been able to be covered. And then they drafted some guys at the wide receiver position. And their defense, even though like I think like Khalil Mack went out really early in that game last week against the Raiders, but the defense didn't miss a beat when he went out.
Yeah, I think it was like around. It was like part
Second quarter.
second quarter, a lot of part of the
Yeah.
second quarter. Yeah.
So I don't know the way the Broncos is playing. If the game was in Denver, I might feel differently, but the game the game is in LA. I feel as if there'll still be a lot of Denver fans there because like the Chargers don't really have a true home field advantage or whatever. But I just think the way that Justin Herbert is playing, the way the Broncos defense isn't really playing that well. I think Herbert could have a big day. And so I got them. I mean, props I like. I do like Justin Herbert for to throw for 2 touchdowns. I also like Justin Herbert to run for 25 yards because I think he's utilizing his legs more this season than I've seen him do the past 2. So I like that as well. I'm on the Quentin train right now, man. I mean, give me Quentin Johnson for any time touchdown. He's scored in the previous 2 weeks. So I mean, I'm just gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Keenan Allen for 50 yards because like Keenan Allen seems to be vibing really well with Justin Herbert as well. On the Broncos side, I'll take JK for about 50 yards on the ground. I'm not going to touch any of their pass catchers because I don't trust Bo Nix right now. I think Bo Nix has played pretty bad. And until he turns that around, I really can't trust that. And also, I think they said Ingram is not going to be playing this game, so they don't have a good option at tight end either. So.
All right, I'll go full certain. I actually did one of my other shows this week. This is one of the highlight games of the week. I took the Chargers. I'm gonna stick with my pick and take the Chargers again. I think the Broncos are kind of struggling trying to find their feet. I think the Chargers are standing firm on what they do well. Give me Quinn Johnson for anytime touchdown. Give me Lad McConkey for his receiving yards. Give me RJ Harvey for 25 rushing yards. Um, Yeah, I don't know what else. I don't want to say nothing else too much. I do like that Herbert rushing yards that JMIK gave though. Certified.
Damn, I was muted. I don't. I this is Chargers and Broncos, man. Like I I can't just sit here and just say that the Broncos defense is they could wake up. I'm not a fan of none of the props in this game right now. Like I don't feel like there's a single player on either side of the ball that is that's like exerting any type of dominance on any of the defenses that they played. But where's this game? It's in Denver, right?
No, it's in LA.
It's in LA. And what's the line?
2.5 for the Chargers.
I'll take the Chargers to cover. That's about it.
All right. The next game we got Saints versus Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 7.5. Over
Jeez.
under 41.5. Go ahead, Pop.
Um, I don't know. Talise Flogger is questionable. Tom Moore says it's a true questionable. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't play him. He's been plagued with back injury. this entire season. He's been in and out of games due to that injury, so I would just sit him this game. I know the Seahawks secondary has potential outs. I think Witherspoon and Worry are questionable for them going into this game. Well, they're not questionable; they're doubtful. Yeah, they have a couple of other defensive injuries that are doubtful.
I think Julian
Um,
Love, their safety's doubtful too. I think.
yeah, so that's something I'm looking at come game day to see if they're out or they're playing. But just right now, also no still being to block teams to easily convert those. So I like the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks offensively have been performing relatively well. Um, the defense being injured, I'm kind of having a hard time. Uh, I'm kind of having a hard time knowing what that defense is going to give, but I do. This is in Seattle, and
Oh, no, I think she might have cut out.
Did she just drop her?
Yeah, I think she might have just maybe lost service or something. I'll go quickly. The Seahawks do have a lot of injuries. The Saints actually been playing better than I thought they would start the season off playing. They're actually playing tough. I mean, so when you play the Saints, like you kind of have to earn the wins. Like, and I don't think a lot of people thought that with the Saints going into the season. I thought a lot of people marked it as a win on their schedule or whatever, but they've actually been playing pretty well. I do have the Seahawks in this game, even with the injuries. Like I think they'll be able to overcome it. Like I think it's their first. I want to say it's their first home game too, because I don't think they played at home yet. But yeah. So I mean, give me the Seahawks in the game. I mean, spread wise, like I said earlier, man, I don't like when like these half point hooks could get you. So I mean, if you use a betting site where you could lower it, like I lower it to like 6.5. Like I think they'll win by a touchdown. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't test it any more than that. Um, I think JSN is going to have a pretty good game. Like I think JSN will go for like 50 and a touchdown. Um, it's hard. It's hard to judge the Seahawks run defense because the Pittsburgh, when they played Pittsburgh last week, Pittsburgh really cannot run the ball right now. So it's kind of hard to judge their defense. But I do think Kamara should be able to get off for a little bit. I'd also take Kamara for 50 and a touchdown as well. Those are really the only props in the game that I like. I would probably take the under 2. I don't think a bunch of points would be scored in this game either.
You can hear me now? I'm good.
Man, look, I just try to put in my little interception prop. Man, why they got Jordan Love for 1.5? Like, damn. Uh, like, shit, I can't get one? All right, shit.
I mean, they know he's good for one. That's why they won't let you do it.
Damn.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Seahawks. And I really don't know what props to take. It's a tricky type game. Oh shit. I agree with the Alvin Kamara take, and I might take JSN for any time. What was the next game on this damn slate?
Cowboys and Bears.
That's next on your page.
Yeah.
Cowboys. Oh, I thought I had Cardinals. Cardinals, what's the call it? And the Cardinals and 49?
Yeah. I mean, those are the last 2 4:00 games that we have.
Oh, okay.
You can do either or first. I mean, don't matter.
Yeah, do the Cowboy first. What is it? Cowboys, Bears.
Bears.
Cowboys favored by 1.5.
Yeah, and the over under is 49.5, and we all know why the over is so high because the Bears couldn't stop a nosebleed last week. But I honestly with the Bears, the way their injuries are set up on defense, the way Caleb is playing the quarterback position, I don't trust the Bears. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Pretty much mine's a 1.5. I mean, you could just take that. You could up it to 2.5. I mean, it's whatever you want to do. Like I said, I just don't trust the Bears, man. Caleb to me has not looked good. They can't run the football, which is kind of what you need. You need to be able to do that against the Cowboys. You need to be able to run the football, but they can't run it because they don't have the running backs to do it. Um, and then I mean the Cowboys. I mean, I just don't know who's going to cover CD and who's going to cover George Pickens. Like I don't know who the Bears have. And the Bears showed last week that the Lions put up what 52 on their head. So like I said, I just don't trust them. So I'll go with the Cowboys. I do think the over hits because I just think there's a lot of points going to be scored in this game. Um, I do like Dak to throw for 2 touchdowns. Williams, the Cowboys running back, I guess you got to take him for a touchdown. I think he's rushed for a touchdown every game, so I go there. I also think CD finally gets in the end zone because CD hasn't scored yet. And on the Bear side, I'm staying away. Any props with DJ Moore, I pretty much stayed away from because it don't seem like he's getting the ball a lot. I've stayed away from the tight ends because they're not getting the ball either. The only guy that
Rome.
is Rome. That's the only guy that you could really put money on if you wanted to. And I like Rome coming out the draft, but I'm not. I might not put any props on that Bears offense at all until they show some level of consistency first.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's been the biggest issue so far with that. And s- with them having, I believe it's two starting DBs out this game, I expect fireworks coming from the Dak and CD connection in this game. George Pickens, I think, is getting more comfortable in the offense, and you saw him have a better showing against the Giants, and I expect that to continue going into this Bears game. Right now, I don't know what's not clicking with the Bears offense. I do understand it's a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, but I don't know.
It's Caleb
CJ just
Williams.
hasn't been, yeah, I said CJ. Caleb just hasn't been really looking well so far this season. Um,
He's the reason it's not clicking.
yeah, I haven't liked his performance so far.
Nah.
But I'll take the Cowboys to win.
Yeah, I'm with the consensus of the Cowboys winning. CD Lamb yards touchdown. Give me Williams for a touchdown. Uh, I guess you can give me Swift for 50 or 60 rushing yards. Roma Dunze receiving yards. Yeah, but I don't think the Bears. I don't think the Bears got it together yet. You know what I mean? They struggling. It's been some tough games. Like they were in that game last week, and then I don't know what happened. And then the week before, I thought they had a chance, and then they let JJ McCarthy do whatever he wanted to. So I don't know. Hard to trust the Bears in any situation. So even though I want the Cowboys to lose, I guess I'll pick them again.
Yeah, neither defense, in my opinion,
Certified.
has been. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Neither defense has been playing up to par, in my opinion. So I feel like this is um, a chance for both quarterbacks to get back on track. CD, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna throw that CD rushing yards in there. Cause that was money last year. They gonna have to get that going at some point in time. But I like Dak to hit his yards. Same thing with Caleb. CD's gonna get his targets and his yards for sure. I don't know who is going to be Caleb's guy. He's yet to figure out who his go-to guy is. I mean, he got a lot of options over there, but I think this probably gonna go over, and I got the Cowboys winning one at home.
All right, last 4 o'clock game is Cardinals versus Niners. Niners favored by 2.5. Over under is 44 and a half.
Mm.
I had this one on my show earlier this week too. I'm gonna take the Cardinals squeezing by. I don't know, man. Like Mac Jones out.
Mac
Replacing. I mean,
Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones out there. I just don't know, man, how it's gonna look. You know what I mean? I see. He played pretty decent last week. He had a decent outing. I think he had like 279 yards and a passing touchdown, of a few passing
Three of them.
touchdowns. But that was against who?
That was
Who
against
y'all
the
Oh,
played
the
Saints.
last week?
Saints. Yeah, the Saints.
I think the Cardinals are trending in the upward manner, so I'm gonna give the Cardinals a close one, but I'm not really secure on the props. I don't know what to pick on the props though.
Um, I mean, Surfire go next if you want. I mean, it's his game. So, man.
Um, the Cardinals got a few players out on their defensive line, so I definitely like CMC and Brian Thomas on this game, regardless of who um the quarterback is. But I expect Brock to play. Will Johnson is going to be out too, so I got us covering. It was 1.5 Thursday. So it done gone up to 2.5, 2.5 points. Outside of that, I'm not sure who he's going to. If Brock plays, I'll probably go with Ricky Paracel. Uh, I don't know if Juan Jennings is playing. I know we got Christian Kirk. I mean, not Christian Kirk, but Kendrick Bourne. Um, but if Mac Jones play, he's really been connecting with our backup tight ends. But for sure, I like Christian McCaffrey. In any of his props, touchdown yards, targets, receiving yards, and I also feel like just to keep Kyler Murray off the field, I would probably look at Brian Robinson's yards as well. He's not going to get a lot of carries, but he does his best to maximize the touches that he does get. And Nick Bosa's been talking a lot about the defensive game plan that they have for Kyler Murray this week. So I'm curious to see how that's going to pan out. But I got us covered.
Um, I'm gonna take the Cardinals plus the 2.5. I come from a point of view that if the Cardinals have any hopes of beating the 49ers at all, if you can't beat them now, I don't know when you're going to beat them. Because actually, I was watching ESPN this morning, and they were saying that Brock is not going to play this game. That he's just going to be QB2 in case if something happens to Mac Jones. I guess he'll get in that way. That's what they're saying. Like I don't know. I mean, when you deal with the 49ers, like you're not going to know until 90 minutes before the game, like until who's active, who's inactive, and who they're reporting is going to start the game. But like I said, like if the Cardinals can't keep a close game now with all these injuries that the 49ers have, I mean, between Brandon Ayuk not being there, Kittle not being there, Brock Purdy potentially not playing, and they have some other injuries that's on the injury report. Like if you can't beat this team now, then you're never going to beat them. But I do think the 49ers defense has been playing well this season so far. And I think they'll lean on that. They'll obviously lean on CMC with Mac Jones playing because like if you give Mac Jones a running game, he'll be fine. But I do think Kyler has been playing well. As long as Kyler don't turn over the ball, like I think this should be a really close game. And props I like. I'm definitely going CMC anytime touchdown for sure. I would take CMC's his rushing yards and his receiving yards. I think it'll be a big piece to the offense in this game. And for the Cardinals, I'll take Trey McBride his yards probably like around 50 something. So I would take that. And I'll take a Connor touchdown as well.
Yeah, Cardinals gotta win this game if they want to keep up in the NFC West race right now. But I do like the 49ers to win the game. I think Mac Jones performed well with the weapons that he had. And that defense, that 49ers, has been playing really well. So they've been creating key turnovers, making key stops when it matters, which is allows the offense to wear down the opposing team's defense. So, point. Baylor has been okay this season. Um, I'm not really impressed. I think he has to play a really good game if he wants to give the Cardinals a chance. But well, 49ers to get to that.
Oh,
All right, so the battle of the defeateds is next. You got the Chiefs versus the Giants. Chiefs favored by 6.5. Over under is 44.5. My God. Well, somebody has to be 0-3. Um, Xavier Worthy obviously not expected to play in this game again. Um, I don't know, man. The Giants did look all right last week against the Chiefs. I mean, against the Cowboys. If they could keep up what they did last week, I think they got a chance of being in this game. The Chiefs should win, though. I don't think the Giants, have enough firepower. But uh, if the Chiefs were to lose, the world will expand and explode internally because 0-3 was not on the bingo card. I think the Chiefs should win. Give me Travis Kelsey for he should have a few yards. I think his yards is low, about 30 some yards. I think he should get that. What's what he? Oh, give me Malik Neighbors for a touchdown, and then give me Wandale Robinson receptions and yards.
I gotta keep this short and sweet, man. I heard this stat early in the week that the Chiefs have never beaten the Giants in New York or I mean New Jersey. I mean, and wherever they play. That's what I heard. I don't know. I didn't fact check it, but that's what the stat was. Um, I do think the Chiefs win though, but I do think the Giants cover. So I'm going to take the Giants plus a 6.5. The Chiefs offense ain't really hitting on shit. So with it not hitting on shit, and they really didn't blow anybody out last year. Um, so I don't see that happening now. I mean, especially with Worthy not being there. Rice is still on suspension. Kelsey doesn't look the same. He looks slower to me. I mean, kind of like he lost another step. So, and the Chiefs have no running game. And so, as long as the Giants DC can utilize that, I've been saying this all year. If all the talent they got on that side of the ball, if the DC could just utilize the talent, that defense would be good. He ain't really been doing it thus far. And then Russ, I mean, I doubt Russ is gonna have the kind of game he had last week because the Chiefs secondary is much better than the Cowboys secondary. And then the Chiefs also have Chris Jones. And the Cowboys don't really have a Chris Jones really. So I mean, like I said, like I'll take the Giants for 6.5, but I do think the Chiefs still win the game. Um, Props that I like. The way Patrick Mahomes is leading that team in rushing, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes rushing yards. I mean, like no doubt about it. I'll take that.
That stat you heard? Facts.
So doesn't bode too well for the. I mean, at some point, streaks got to be broken, but I mean, I guess we'll wait and see to see if that stat is broken or not.
They
Um,
also haven't played. They haven't played in MetLife since 2017. Though.
yeah, I mean, this. I mean, hey, I mean, stat is still the stat though. So, I mean, for all the cheap haters out there, and you can use that. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna take Mahomes' as rushing yards, man, because he's leading the team in rushing. So with that D line and with the way they get after the passer, I think Mahomes will be running again. Um, Touchdowns. Who do I like on the Chiefs? I'll probably say Kelsey for a touchdown. I don't really like anybody else. I mean, I don't really trust any. I don't trust any of the guys, and the way they're running the football, I don't think Pacheco is going to get in the end zone either. On the Giants, give me Neighbors' receptions, yards, and I think he gets into the end zone. I'd stay away from the Giants running back situation because right now it's like it's going to be a 50-50 split, I believe, between Tracy and Cam Scatterbo. So I'd probably stay away from that. So yeah, I mean, the only person I really like is really like Neighbors, really. And I think that's about it.
This is a tough one for me, man, because it's like the Giants defense, their front four isn't really showing any type of potential right now. We expected them to like be wrecking shit. It's still early, but if there's an offensive line that they can get on their feet, it should be the Chiefs. Um, it's too many variables that's up in the air for me, man. I actually I don't know where to go with this one, man. I'm gonna leave the game alone. But as far as the props, I expect the Giants to send four and drop seven. So I'm not sure about Pat and the rushing yards. The Giants secondary has not been nobody on that defense has really been playing up to par at all. I think Pat. I don't know what's Pat's passing yards. What about
Uh,
220?
let me. I can check for you. Just give me a second. Yeah, 'cause I didn't
But
have.
yeah, Pat's really been carrying them with their legs, picking up first downs here and there. The pass game hasn't really kicked off that much. Him and Kelsey, they've had a moment, uh like a moment or two in each
231
game.
and a half.
231. Ugh, I don't know. I think he might get close to that, probably about 225 or some shit like that. Um, but I really don't like none of the props in this game whatsoever. Except for I'll probably go for Pat attempts. But as far as his yards and touchdowns, I'm not sure, man. I don't know which Giants defensive line is going to show up. And Pacheco, if under 60 yards for sure. Um, what else? Outside of that, I'll probably get Scatterboo. Like as long as it's not more than 45, like maybe 43, I'll probably go with that.
I think
But it
it's at 30. It's actually at 38 and a half. Actually.
38, I
Yeah.
like that. 38 is nice, especially with the troubles that they've been having. Like the Chiefs' defensive line has been underperforming as well. Chris Jones has no help. Charles or Minihue, he hasn't been doing jack fucking shit whatsoever. The Chiefs have really been struggling in the trenches on both sides of the ball. So I really don't like none of the props in this game, to be honest with you. But I got a feeling that they're gonna get pat on the ground a few times. Who? I don't know. I mean, because Dexter Lawrence, he ain't really been carrying shit either, man. I'm shocked. I really thought that the Giants was gonna hit the ground running, man. I thought they was gonna be wrecking shit, and they really aren't wrecking anything, except for a parlay or two here. Uh, It really wrecked my shit week one. I know that motherfucking much. Playing the Commanders, never again.
Yeah, this offense got to get it together for the Chiefs. Um, like I could tell that Xavier Worthy being out is a problem. I think they're going to go through some growing pains when it comes to creating a rhythm with Pat and the wide receivers that they have now. Um, Isaiah Pacheco is not the answer at running back for them. He does not have vision. There's times where I see Kareem Hunt run the ball. He's more effective in the run game than Isaiah Pacheco is. So I think them not really addressing the running back position is kind of hindering them right now in regards to the offense. Defensively, they've been up and down. Specifically, the D line hasn't really been consistent playing. I think the only consistent player has been Chris Jones on that D line. But saying all of that, I do like the Chiefs to win this game. I know that they haven't beat them in their stadium, but I like it. I like that to change. I don't believe in Russell Wilson repeating the performance he had last week again in this game. Play that has been hitting for me, specifically for the Chiefs, is Tyquan Thornton's longest reception. And he's hit that 2 weeks in a row. So if that, depending on what the line is, I'll take that play right there.
All right. And the game to conclude our, episode of the week is Detroit versus Baltimore. Baltimore favored by 4.5, over under 53.
J Mick, you bought in on the 52 points from last week for Baltimore? I mean from Detroit?
I think that's closer to what they are than the Packers game. I mean, to be honest, I think it's somewhere in the middle between both two games. I don't think they'd be putting up 50 points every week. But one thing I will say about this game is this is my prop game of the week. If you're gonna bet props on any game, just let it be this game because I think there's gonna be a lot of points scored in this game. Because because I was just looking at the injury report, I didn't realize that Matabuke was out for this game for the Ravens. I didn't realize that, but he's out. Um, and I think they got a couple other questionable guys like Nate Wiggins is questionable to groin. Isaiah Likely, he's questionable to foot, so he might actually come back for this game, possibly. And then the fullback Patrick Ricard is questionable as well. I think for the Lions, I don't think anybody's out. They got four guys questionable. The line for this game, I believe, it's the line's really low. Let me check what it was again. Hold on, just trying to scroll down and get to it. It is Baltimore minus 4.5. I do like Baltimore in this game to win because Lamar Jackson tends to beat NFC teams in the regular season. So I kind of like to go with the trends. I'll stick with the trend, even though I think the Lions could definitely win the game. I think it's a very possible for them to win. I don't think it's crazy if somebody picked the Lions to win. Um, so I like that. I mean, also what I like, I like Derrick Henry to have a bounce back game, even though the Lions historically, shut down the run pretty well. Derrick Henry didn't really have a game last week. I think he had like 10 carries for 20 something yards. So I would expect that to change. So I'd probably take Derrick. I think his line probably be around 70, 80 yards. I'd probably take that, and I'll take it for anytime touchdown. I'm going to take Zay Flowers for anytime touchdown. And then on the line side, I would take Jared Goff for his passing yards. I'm gonna take Gibbs to get in the end zone. I'm gonna take St. Brown to get in the end zone as well. And then I like Laporta for about 50 yards. I'll probably cook some more stuff up because since it's the Monday night game, I got extra time to cook more stuff up later. Like probably on Monday. But yeah, that's what I like. So far.
You took the Ravens to win?
Yeah, I think the Ravens gonna win the game. I don't know about the minus 4.5 though. I can see this being like a field goal kind of game.
Hell no. I think that shit versus the Bears was fluke. I'm not bought in. I think this is gonna be a good prop game, but I still think the Detroit Lions have some growing to do as a team, and I think you're gonna see Derrick Henry and I think I might even take a Hopkins touchdown, man. I might even put Hopkins on the ticket, man.
I mean, I
I
know he scored 2 weeks in a row, but I don't know if I can put it on
I
the
might
parlay.
put him on there for it. Might not be my main ticket, but he gonna be on a ticket for sure. He gonna be on a ticket. I wish I could take penalties. I'd take Terry Arnold for a DPI because I know he's gonna get one of those. Um,
Oh man, that's crazy.
I,
True though.
I, I don't know though, but I think it's a lot of props you can get. Like JMIK said, I think this probably is prop game of the week. You probably can hit on a few things. Obviously I'm taking Gibbs anytime touchdown. And probably his combined rushing and receiving yards. I'm probably taking Amara St. Brown receiving yards. Probably taking give me Lamar Jackson rushing yards. Give me him for it's probably two passing touchdowns. I probably even take the 1.5 passing touchdowns. Derrick Henry anytime touchdown. Uh, it's so many props. I can't even think of props. This could be a big 13, 14 legger. Just this game alone. So, but I do like the Ravens to win this game.
I got the Ravens covering. Y'all know how I feel about Detroit on grass. Outside. Last time they went down to Baltimore, they got their motherfucking doors blown off. Jared Goff, anytime interception. Yeah. I do like Gibbs and Montgomery to get theirs Monday night because the Ravens run defense ain't been looking too hot. The Ravens defense ain't been looking too hot, period. But I trust Lamar more than I trust Jared Goff. And let me see. I like Lamar's. Um, Derrick Henry gonna get his yards. Whatever prop that you're comfortable with Lamar, take that shit. Um, Jared Goff, he gonna get his attempts, but I think he's going to. I think the Ravens might play ball control, so it might come a point where Detroit might have to start, throwing the ball to catch up or whatever. So Jared Goff and his attempts, I do like anytime touchdown and anytime interception. Um, as far as the Ravens, man, I don't know. It's like they don't have a number one guy either. Anybody could go off with Lamar, to be honest with you. But I got the Ravens covering easy, not easy, but big. Well, I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's I mean, it's about the same.
What is on pop?
Yeah, I agree with everything y'all have said for the most part. I think I'm not a believer in the Lions. Um, I think how good they can be is somewhere in the middle between the Packers and the Bears game. But going into Baltimore on Monday night is not going to be an easy task, and I expect the Ravens to kind of gain control of this game, specifically by running the ball. The Lions are not good against stopping the run, so I expect Derrick Henry to have himself a game this week after kind of a unexpected thinker against the Browns. So I expect Derrick Henry to kind of go off and Lamar Jackson the cook. I like the Ravens to get the dub.
All right, well, that's the final game of the slate. We want to appreciate everybody for tapping in, kicking it with us for 2 hours and 30 minutes on your early Saturday morning to get you
Damn,
through.
it was two
Uh,
thirty.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
2.5.
2.5 good ones, man.
Yeah.
Time fly when you having fun. But yeah, man, y'all keep tapping in with us. Stay tapped in with us. We appreciate y'all. We love tapping in with y'all and doing this for the content to get y'all some good football content. Oh, and halftime of that Clemson Syracuse game, 24-14.
Oh, come on, Syracuse, don't fuck this up.
Yeah, don't fuck this up. But Pop, go ahead, get us out of here, man.
Remember to follow the YouTube page. Remember to follow the Twitter page. Join the Check Down community. Tap in with us next Saturday, every Saturday at 11:15 Eastern Standard Time. And remember to tell a friend, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
We out.